All right. I think we are live here on both places we usually go live. On YouTube, we're live on Twitch. Let me see what this sounds like because I have no idea. I did move where my mic is, so I apologize if it sounds like weird or a hot mess. I feel like that does sound kind of weird, actually. Sounds kind of thin, low-key. I don't like how that sounds. What if I take this off? Is that any better? I don't know, actually. I feel like yes. I honestly feel like where the mic was before was actually better. But I'm going to take this filter off. Yeah, I probably should have left it the way it was. Huh. Well, I guess it is what it is. I mean, it's probably not too bad. Not too bad. All right, we'll stick with this. I might move it back, though, after. How's everybody doing, though? Make sure we are good here. We are good there. Good there. Move myself there. I think we are good. Yeah, I'm going to say that we're good to go, hopefully. Yo, Shine, welcome, man. Hope all is well. Hope your day has been well. I am, I'm shocked. For some reason, my brain, I thought today was Monday. I was like, happy Monday. I'm like, wait, it's not. It's literally Tuesday turning Wednesday. I'm like, oh my goodness. I am a whole day behind. Oh, jeez. How's your day been? Oh, wait. Am I... Hold on. Is my... Oh, wait. Did I not... No, I didn't. All right, well. Let's minimize this. And here we go. Genshin... Oops. I might actually pull for Emilie tonight. That is probably something that might happen. Possibly. Knitch Edits. Hello, man. Welcome in. Hope all is well. That is funny. Like, your name is Knitch Edits, and I literally believe like one of my favorite characters in Genshin is Knitch. So that's actually hilarious. Welcome in, man. Ata, hello. Welcome. We are hopefully gonna wrap up Skork's quest tonight, and in the interim, I do want to also try and pull for Skork, not Skork, oh my goodness, Emilie as well. I am doing good. I have no complaints, man. How are you doing tonight? Oh, we have domains.
Drink some water.
Domains.
Drink some water. Drink some water.
Test runs.
Some water.
Yo. Thank you, Seth, for the hydrate. Appreciate it. Appreciate the hydrate. It's always good to drink some water. Hydration is good. It's not fun to be dehydrated. All right, let's do the test run for Mawika and C. See her test run, grab 20 primos, do the thing. Is her... Oh. Onward! Yes, I have been wanting her for my Kniech, actually. I have Kniech and, like, I don't have her. So kind of like, with having him at, like, R1, C1, I really want to get really her for him. That's, like, my main goal. However, I think I only have enough pulls to go to 50-50. I have a 50-50, I only have enough pulls to go, like, 70-something through, so we'll see. I'll have to get very lucky and win my 50-50 again. So, we'll see what happens here. My Kniech. See, that makes sense. I do have, funnily enough, I have Mawika.
Stars, shine for me. My guiding star.
Oh, so sorry. Cool it. Go, you're free now.
Crash from the sky.
I actually have Mawika. I was considering, like, should I get C1? Like, I was like, oh, that may make more sense.
Cold. Mine's a command. The night is cold.
Don't get frostbite. Tell me what you see.
Yeah. Let's ride.
Emilie with Cole. Oh, interesting.
Incinerate. Don't be scared. My guiding stars.
Time to say hello. Oh, so sorry. Dodge this.
Light of the blazing sun.
See, and that's why I guess I do want to know, like, how much better is Emilie than, like, another Dendro support? You know what I mean? Like, is Emilie going to be that much better than... Like, I have Nahida, right? Like, Nahida can keep at least Dendro applied, but I don't know if I need, like... I don't even know, because my Kniech already hits very hard. Oh, there's a Cole in the team. Gotcha. That's interesting. Oh, Yansan's on the banner, too. Ooh, that would be good to get some... Yeah, no, it's like a weird, I don't know, I'm torn, because I really, really, really want her, but then, my God, gosh, I don't know, like, is it really worth? Like, that's what I'm struggling to really, like, I guess, reason right now, if that makes sense.
We constitute teamwork is dreamwork.
Many happy returns. Okay.
Adventure time. Not here, please. Everybody stand back. A little ambiance.
Oh. Like, she deals a decent amount of damage. Emilie, Dendro, Lisa, check. Bro. Dendro, Lisa. Oh my gosh. What other trials do we have? We have one for Yansan. I'll actually do Yansan's trial real quick, too. The lunge relic makes gaming a literal gaming. Oh, wait, the lunge. Which one? Plunge relic. I didn't even think about. Oh my goodness, dude, you're right. I have a bunch of those set pieces, actually. I did not even think about changing sets on him. That actually is probably... That's actually such a good point. Holy moly. Yeah.
Faster, stronger. Step aside. Form first.
Like a pre-nerf Zhao? Oh, snap.
Form first.
I'll have to check that out. Because I have actually like a decent set. I don't have Orisa, but funnily enough, I have a set that actually could work.
On my mark. I'm going in.
I love how they have Gaming here
Justice will prevail.
as well.
Stop right there.
Mighty mythical beast. Alley-oop.
I wonder what they put on him here. It's, you know what's crazy to me, that like Gaming is actually like stronger than Diluc, dude. Like high key.
Let's move! Everybody stand back!
Let's drop your weapons. Hands where I can see them. Mini happy returns.
Oh, I'm out the circle though. Oh man, circle impact. Not looking too great.
Start the clock! Quick as a flash!
Got stuck.
Final warning!
Sitlali. I actually heard that Sitlali is supposed to be coming out in 5.8 second half. Allegedly. I don't know. This is what the rumblings are saying. So I'm kind of like, yo, she's coming out second half. I'd rather Sitlali than Emilie. Like honestly, I would rather get Sitlali than Emilie. And that's like my struggle. I'm like, I really want Emilie, but I'm like, oh, but Sitlali's coming. It's yikes. But I do need to check out that artifact set because I literally have one. I have one I could put on him. That would be so good. I have to level it, but I'm pretty sure I could make a set for him and he would slap even more. Like, actually.
Our bond is strong! By royal decree!
Witness the power of Guhua. Know my sword.
Don't say it's you again!
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Dissipate!
Let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines your fate.
Ouch. Oh, I missed.
Midnight Phantasmagoria! I'll settle this! Stand with me!
All right, that's all of the trials here. Very good, very good. Blah, 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 blah. All trials are done. Let's exit stage. Got one thing set with Shangling, Shalonen, and Sitlali. Ooh, right. That's true. Plus, she could wear Cinder City. Well, actually, no. No, Shalonen would wear Cinder City, and then I could use Sitlali in like a Oh, geez. I could probably put Sitlali in a what's the other 4-star Elemental Mastery set? I actually need to make one because I do not have one. Funnily enough. I really hope they make a 5-star version of that set. I'm kind of sad that they instructors. I'm really sad they don't have a 5-star instructor set. Oh, with Benny the Boken. That's true. Could also use Benny. Benny would be good because it would also give him ability to use, I guess, like infuse normal. But he's really good, better for his plunge. So that's the thing. I guess he's like more user on his plunge playstyle. What do I need in this week's battle pass? We're close to max of battle pass here. No. Can we claim all? Yes, we can. Lasagna? Where art thou? Lasagna? Aha. Cook. We'll just make like 20. What's her glasses number? SN. Glasses number. You mean like my prescription? What is my glasses prescription? Yo, Sonny, what's going on, man? Welcome, welcome. Hope your day has been well. Home from work. Nice, nice, nice. Yes, getting off of work is always the best feeling. Oh my goodness. I was so glad to be off today. Dude, it was like pouring down rain on the way home from work.
Today's recommendation is the steak.
That is a great question. I know that my prescription is very high because I have very bad eyesight. I honestly don't know. I know it's like -12 or -13, something around those ranges. Power, yeah, like they're both like minus. It's like -13 or something like that. Keratocon. Wait. Yeah, dude, I am like, my eyesight is bad. Wait, what is keratoconus? My game with a mid lunge set and serpent spine hitting 130 Ks without the melt reaction. Oh my goodness. Wowzers. That is impressive. Where is my Gaming actually? I'm driving right now. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. Be safe, man. I didn't realize you were driving and I oh no. I think I'm using I was using Marchuse on him right now, but now that you mention that, I literally let me set filter. I'm gonna filter it for it's Long Night's Oath, right? Yeah. Long Night's Oath is probably like one of his best sets he could use. And I have like so many pieces I could make for him. -9 Minnesota, so might as well. Yeah, I'll have to find my prescription one of these days to like verify. But I know it's pretty bad. Like my lenses are really thick, so I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I can't see it without my glasses, but like my lenses are fairly thick. If you guys can see that there, I don't know what's looking at the camera here, but yeah, I am eye struggles, man. Eye struggles. We could level that. That's a double. That's a double. Man, we got a lot of decent double rolls here. Interesting. Let me see what other pieces I've got. That's why I asked. Yeah. Yes, it's funny. A lot of people notice that. They'd be like, yo, your glasses are so thick, man. Are you blind? I'm like, well, as a matter of fact, I am my eyesight struggles. Ooh, hold on. This could be good. This could be good. I need to save instructor's pieces. I'm realizing this because I don't really have a instructor set. And I think the subs on the instructor set doesn't even matter. I think it's just as long as you have an instructor set. That's like all that really matters apparently. So let me just verify I can. ER matters. ER matter. Okay, gotcha. On the instructor set. -15 on the left, -13 on the right. Oh my goodness, bro. Your eyesight is worse than mine. Oh my gosh. Yikes. Just pulled 70 from a week. I got nothing but C6 Shangling. Is she good? Yeah, C6 Shangling is good. Probably one of the top off-field pyro supports that we can have. She just needs a lot of energy recharge, but she's honestly really good. For a 1 X character, she is. I honestly held her value really, really good. Dude is almost blind. Bro, yeah, that is a wild ratio. I don't think, yeah, that's definitely higher than mine. Mine is not that high. It's successful. Let me see. Let's see what we get on this last stat here. EM would have been good. For NCD 250. Yeah, and that's honestly that's pretty decent. I'd say. Like he probably would want slightly higher crit rate, but even then, like that's still not bad. Gaming would use Overload, Raiden's E off-field Chevrus, Gaming. That could be viable too, right? To do like a Overload to see how he does. The only thing I think is if you have like smaller enemies, I guess you're gonna struggle with keeping them grouped. Because Overload will tend to spend. Like on a boss, that's could still be good with Chevrus for sure. Um, I'm gonna try and get this to +8. Just want to see what this gets to +8. Energy recharge. I would rather it roll into like crit damage here. You wasted all my premiums on Kanichi. It's not fair. Putting my wiki in next patch. Bro, yes, they really stack these banners like a lot. I wanted to get a C2 Kanichi. I didn't. I skipped him so I could get Skork. And now I'm like in this struggle because I want to get Emilie, but I also want to get Sitlali. Like I'd rather her over Emilie, but at the same time, like I don't know when in the world Emilie's gonna rerun like ever again. If that rolls decently twice, if we get a crit rate and a crit damage sub again, that actually could be somewhat decent. Let's see. Hopefully I'm not coping with this. Oh, it's a crit rate sub. So if the last roll can be like a 7% roll into crit damage, I would probably use that. I might put this on him for now. Do I get anything better? I like this, the fact that this has EM. I don't like the fact that that has defense, though. We're probably going to use that as fodder for something. For Chaska, and I asked how many pulls. One? Oh my goodness. Yo, I think Chaska's also coming. I heard, I don't know again how true this is. I heard them say it's going to be like Chaska, Sitlali in second half of 5.8. And I was like, geez, man, they are just piling on the Natlan characters at the end of the Natlan arc, I guess. I went for Skork's signature. 133. Yikes, dude. I got so lucky on my Skork. Her character pulls and weapon pulls was wild. It was very lucky. Alright, crit rate here and +8. Not bad. We're into our 4 stars. This could be bad. Crit damage. Hold on. Mulani. Yeah, for the new... yeah, that's rough, dude. Like, that is going to be tough. Because those are all very good characters. With all his games 160. Jeez. I try to save if I can. This is almost similar to the other piece. I was hoping to get slightly higher crit damage. I don't know. It's like the same, but this has crit rate. This has crit rate. This has energy recharge. I feel like the ER, because I need his burst. That's I'm going to keep this piece and probably roll into it more. I was hoping to get something with EM as well. That's a low crit damage starting substat. Let's see if we have a Sans we can use. Oh, Ganyu's using this ER piece for this. That's hilarious. I might actually grab that. I have patience. I saved up until 30 pulls for my Kidich. Dude, yes. Kandich is honestly, for me, he's probably one of my most favorite characters to play. He's got the fun factor. He's very unique. I can say pulse to 6. Dude, that's also brutal because yes, like 6.0 coming around the corner. Oh my goodness. Like they are really stacking on the pulls here. Like, they are really causing us to struggle with, like, who we're gonna pull. Is EM? Is he actually... Do you guys find... Do we do... Well... Oh, he has an onset pyro? Oh, no, it's not good, though. Do I have a decent EM piece for this? No, I don't think I do. Pyro damage. I do not have a decent pyro damage for this at all. Do we have a decent crit? I don't know what we're going to need, crit rate or crit damage. But this crit damage piece looks really good. Actually, this crit damage piece is... like perfect subs. Hold on. Yeah, attack, crit rate, elemental mastery. If this gets... But wouldn't, so I'm curious, so what two-piece would you do, like this and two-piece Pyro, two-piece Long Night's Oath? Interesting, okay. So you're saying two-piece Pyro, two-piece Long Night's Oath. I'll have to test it. I was going to try to build a full set for him. I still need to get him to 90 as well, interestingly enough. It's still not bad, though, for this. Alright, crit rate once. You know what? Can I just full send this? I'm saving this for the transmuter, but like... I was trying to save this to use for the transmuter. Is this headpiece worth keeping? I feel like it's not. I also don't feel like this flower is worth keeping. 25 pulls only using Genshin Cloud. 15 minutes gameplay each day. Oh wow, dude, that's not bad. 15 minutes each day, 25 pulls. That's interesting. That's not bad. I mean, that's like how many days did it take is a question, I guess. 25 pulls, but how many days did it take you? Stacks in him normally. So if we have, oh, I see. Okay, so you can't get all the stacks. Okay, that makes sense. All right. I see what you're saying. Bro, it skipped crit rate like the plague on this one. That's so unfortunate. Yikes. 2 to 3 weeks? Dude, that's not bad. Not bad at all. I'm gonna need a better goblet. This goblet is not good. So if I'm gonna do two-piece, the question becomes like, I'm looking at, I think I keep the headpiece. The headpiece gives me some attack, some crit rate, some EM. Not a lot, but let me turn off the filter. Let me just see what other pyro damage pieces I could use. This has got crit damage for Arlecchino. We got Free Knight AR12 in your in Cloran. Bro, sounds like it's time to start playing your alt account, man. It might be time. Alt account supremacy incoming. Jeez. Yeah, this piece is not that great. I want something with crit rate and crit damage if I can help it. The other question then for weapon, still, I have an R4 Wolf's Gravestone. But I feel like Serpent's Spine might be better because now I'm gonna need crit rate. I'm almost definitely gonna need crit rate if I'm using a crit damage headpiece main stat. You can get all the stacks, but you have to plunge charge. Oh, okay. Interesting. Fruitful Hook. I don't even know if I have Fruitful Hook, actually. Mailed Flower. Mailed Flower could be an option for the EM, but... Eh. Man, I have so many of the... I have another R5 range slash I could make. Favonius. I also have this, Skyward Pride. Like, if I need ER, I can run a Skyward Pride to get some ER, but yeah, my crit rate and crit damage is going to be so low because I don't really have... I don't have anything really giving me crit rate like that. Let me see what these roll respectively. Let me see what this rolls. I'll take it to plus 20, actually. crit damage. I mean, it's actually what I want. It was a huge waste of time. I guess, yeah, it could be like a DPS loss. Because it's probably uninfused. If you don't have Bennett, it's probably uninfused as well. Hmm. Kanicha and Farina, yo, when Kanicha first came out, I was running that like a virgin team, but I felt like Kanicha kept dying just so quick, literally way too quick. I am gonna want something that gives me, man, I have a lot of double crit rate pieces here. All right, let us try. Something that's gonna have good stats all the way around, possibly. Let's fire. Let's try this. Oh wow, I'm out of 4 stars. Yeah. I have so many locked artifacts that probably don't need to be locked though. I need to strong box some stuff, honestly. So I should do. If we only create night. Yeah, he is kind of squishy. That is one of the struggles with playing him. Is like you definitely don't want him to like take much damage because he will die. This could be decent. No more ER rolls, and if I could get like crit damage, please. Crit damage here. Okay. Crit rate there, and then another crit damage roll, and that's actually perfect. I think my crit rate's going to be too low. Oh, the shield. That is facts. Yep. Set Lawless shield. And yeah, that wouldn't be bad. A lot of ER, but low subs. Not exactly what I was gunning for. It's usable if I need to. Not the most ideal, though. Fox Heavy Frost 2, most for days. Oh, to heal. Right, because you really don't need the... I guess you wouldn't need the Hydro, because you mainly want Burning to be applying. That makes sense. Lanyan shield. Am I a joke to you, bro? Yes. Oh my goodness, yeah. I still need to level my Lanyan. I actually have not finished my Chenyun Vale Archon quest, or not Archon quest, but World quest, actually. That is something on the docket I still need to do at some point. EM. If only that wasn't flat attack. EM is good. EM is not bad. Crit damage, let's see. Crit rate. This is kind of low roll so far. I don't see that actually turning out that good. I think we give up on that. So far, this is the best we've got. We've got this. I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with a shield is good, but come with Twirly Freeze Tornado and 2. Yo, I'm hoping I can get her in the next patch. She's one character I think I definitely do want.
Drink some water.
Yo, Udix, what's going on, man? Welcome, welcome.
Some water. Some water.
Hydrate. I can drink some water. Yeah, Lanyan shield. I think I actually got a C2 Lanyan, so I do need to build her as well. Probably when I decide to go through Chenyun Vale, I will build her because I think she'll come in handy. Actually, probably coming here soon with the upcoming Nodcry characters. I'm imagining. The Maluka I got is Cryo. Wait. Oh no. Not the Mabuki got his cryo. Don't tell me. She make it with Oh gosh. The Mabuki you got his cryo. Yikes. Oh no. Let's see what we get here. Not what I'm looking for there. So I don't think I have a decent Cryomovica. I mean, basically Skork. I guess Skork is our Cryomovica. Lost 50, we got Chi Chi. Yikes. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna turn off the filter here. I'm gonna try to see if I can use, like you said, two-piece could be good for me. What is D-Luke wearing? D-Luke has something. I need crit rate on. Like, jeez. What is this compared? I mean, I lose like 7 crit rate. Like 3 crit damage. That actually is not, doesn't track. Do I just try to build a full set of this at this point? Problem is I can't. I'm not a fan of violence, kid. I like my violence. So like my violence straight up. Oh no. I might have to still farm this domain actually. Because right now my ratio is like 33-178. I need more crit rate. So then I have to use Burning Tolga. Burning Tolga, what did you... Is this a... Oh, this is a bot. Gotcha. This is a robotic bot. Can I find a Burning Tolga in the chat here? Can I remove Burning Tolga? Ban Burning Tolga. Yes. Wait, who do we just... Okay. Serpent's fine. If you want violence, you can go America Team, Cloran, Navia, Aoife. Yo, you know what? I actually don't have Aoife. That's wild. Pachichi in the closet is crazy. Oh no, not Chi-Chi in the closet. I, at some point, do want to build my Chi-Chi. I think I have like a C4 or C5 Chi-Chi. From all of my, like, lost 50-50s. Serpent Spine. 61-178. Man, my attack is so low. I guess because I'm not using... Right, I'm not using an attack percent sans. Problem is, there is no good attack percent sans that I have. We could try this. This is like our last resort here. Is that she is small enough to overlook? Yo, that's crazy. Crazy work. Oh my goodness. Very Chi-Chi in the cemetery. Gosh. This is why she always appears in the 50-50s, because she can never be defeated. Literally, Chi-Chi, best immortal character in Genshin, and we didn't know it. Unkillable. I might have to use this. This might be code. Oh my goodness. I mean, this is giving me EM. I need all the other rolls to go to crit damage. Please. What is this? Why? Poor K. Why would this be? Can I use more of the blues here? Wow, so we got a lot of EM and no crit damage. What? How is this, like, allowed? You scared Timmy's birds now, Chi-Chi. Yes, the punishment for scaring Timmy's birds. You have been Chi-Chi-ified. Chi-Chi-ified. Yo, I'm glad that you made it home safe, man. That is good. I guess I still need to get him to 90 at some point. Because his attack, okay, he does get an attack bump there too. I'll have to work on him. We'll try him out. I forget. What was I doing here? Claim awards. Claim these awards here real quick. Isn't C4... Is C4 when she revives? I can't remember. C4 Chi-Chi. Is that her revive? Targets marked by how their attack. I mean, she reduces attack. I don't know. Like, her constellations are not that great. Because, I mean, like, this is her own personal damage, but, like, unless physical is ever going to become crazy, then increase 15%. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, You know what's wild? I think I only have a
Ad
C1
Astra
Barbara.
Abyssosque.
I don't think I
Welcome
have,
to the Adventurers Guild.
I never got many constellations for
Thank you for
Barbara.
complete.
I never did. What else are we supposed to do here today? I'd like something made. We can grab these. Okay. There's that. What other weekly stuff do we need to do still? Domain challenges, realm currency, all that fun stuff. So, I guess if we want to get Gaming to 90, right? We could go ahead and do the crab a couple times. There's a couple 4-star characters at one level. Layla, but she just needs to go get things. Gaming. What's constellation is my Gaming anyway? Oh, I have a C4. Dahlia C6 revives too. I didn't know that. Oh, snap. Dahlia C6 revives? I did not know that. What? Huh. So is that like 3 characters in the game that can do that? So Barbara, Chi-Chi, and now Dahlia? Interesting. That is wild. You could put Chi-Chi in your Skork team. You could. I don't know how... She's cryo, and she does heal a little bit. So, I mean, like, it's not a complete terrible thing if you only have Chi-Chi. C6, I think, is where he, like, pops off, though, right? Like, C6 Gaming is, like, busted because of this constellation. Alright, well... I need a better Pyro Goblet. I think that's what I also deduced. That the Pyro Goblet I have is not great. What is going on with my watch? Charlotte. Oh, he's Charlotte? Charlotte's another character I've not built yet either. Funnily enough. I guess we just take this off of Arlecchino for now. I don't know who else to snatch something from. Yeah, I guess that's pretty okay. It's full potential. I wonder if there will ever be a time making it C6 Gaming. If he's on a banner. Where's the crab? The crab is in Fontaine, right? Right. Forget where the crab actually lives. Seize my book. On accident. Oh no. Oh, I forgot we could do our domains tier too. We could do domain stay. We have like a ×2. Yo, James, sir, welcome in, man. How's your night going? Or how's your day going? Oh my goodness, I apologize. It is day for you. It is not night. It is night here. I should do the ×2. I guess I shouldn't lose these. So if I really do want to level him, we could. We need Monday. That's Monday, Thursday, so we couldn't even get here if we wanted to. We unite as one, baptized with the turn fire, bearing an ancient blessing, knowing true power, accepting a fate of devotion that we embrace the transcendent flame for now. We can summon. Oh my goodness. Ah, jeez. Oh wait, is that from the cutscene? I'm like reading what you said, and I was like, it made me laugh. And I'm like, wait, I think that's from that cutscene. So this is, yeah, Monday, Thursday, Sunday. Yeah, I can't do that. Of gasoline on your keyboard and then click. That's wild. I would rather not light my keyboard on fire, please. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Is there any other character that I need, like, items for that I can get today? Tuesday, Friday. I mean, like, Lanyan's here. What other characters am I looking at? Not Singer's Song. Works every time. Oh my goodness, you guys are wild. Singer's Song. Ingenuity. You know what? I probably should just do... I'm just gonna do... I am just going to do the Natlan domain because I feel like we're probably going to need something from there anyway. So today is kindling? Is that what today is? No, wait. What is today? Today's contention. Well, yeah, I'll take contention. Let your flame... Can't you see it's now or never? Oh, is that from her character trailer? With her, like, motorcycle riding? The endless motorcycle ride. The never-ending last ride. Honestly, man, their character trailers have been pretty good. Skork's character trailers are pretty decent. I will say the Wuwa's character trailers have been quite the the trailers to watch.
Here comes the catch. Busted.
Pinnacle of excellence.
Ouch.
Fearless.
Another star goes out.
I don't even think we got one hit in on that to do anything. Wow. Continue to victory. Kinich is like jamming out here. Wait. It's been doing it regardless of the day? Wait, what? Hold on. Regardless of the day, it's letting you do any domain? Oh, wait. I did not know that. So if I... Oh... Wait. So if I do this, will it let... Oh, dude, you're right. Is that... Wait. No? Wait, no, it's not. I think I'm getting baited here. No, I think it's still going to be Tuesdays. Wait. I was about to be like, you know what? You know what they changed? It was the comeback rewards. The comeback rewards are what they... I think the comeback rewards let you choose like any day. So what the strat is, if you have a friend or an account that you've like hasn't logged in for a while and they get the comeback rewards, they can actually do any domain from like any day of the week. So you can join their world and actually do that. That is like a loophole. Certainly if you have like the recurring event, that could be why. 90k of Traveler, dude, that's pretty good. That is really good. I feel like Pyro Traveler is definitely slept on, for sure. Definitely slept on. I am trying to figure out how would I get it to do the one that's not on the same day. Oh, my weapon for Peak Patrol is not leveled. Wow, there's actually a lot of characters that have that are missing thing. I forgot the Peak Patrol song was not leveled. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. So I definitely probably should level that up. Available for a limited time? Wait. Try to pick an off day. Yeah, let me see. So this would be Wednesday. What if I pick this and I teleport? So let's see. If I go here, that's a Wednesday, which is tomorrow. So for me, it is Tuesday. Will it let me do this? It might. Hold on. I think it will. Wait. I think it does. Wait. So you can do any one that you want? Ooh. Okay. I think confirmed. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, hold on. We're gonna do this here. I think you can. Oh wow! I have been assuming you're locked to the day. I did not know that. Wow. I hope they add that. Oh, right. Kanich is like jamming out with his whole heart over. He is like singing at the top of his. Confirmed. Yes, Wednesday, Saturday. So you can actually do that. I think I did the wrong domain though, because I didn't get like any purple or any gold. But yeah, confirmed. You can do any day on this event. So is that just for the event rank ups, or is that for everything? Hold on. I'm kind of curious here. Did I not do the right? No, I did the right one. It was this one. I just didn't get any purple somehow. That's weird. Let me try this again. That's... Yeah, I guess I got super bad luck there. No purple and no yellows. So does this work then, like, without the double? Could I come in here with, like, condensed resin and do this?
Off to the free. Strike a pop. Things are about to get dicey. Quiet. Extinguish.
Okay, there we go. Yeah. So here's 3. The song already ended. Dude, that is wild. I didn't know. Thank you so much for telling me this. I thought that you had to do what day it was on. I feel like they didn't even make that. Like, did they relay that? Because I completely missed that if they did in the live stream.
Adaptive frost.
Dropping, dude, for real. That's actually.
Busted.
That's some pretty big knowledge there, because, like, pretty much if you are doing this event, you should. Yeah. So you can just go in and get the stuff regardless of the day. Oh, okay. Okay. Let me see if I can level up Shallona's weapon then. I think I'm going to use all my resin here. I think I'm about to use all my resin here to level up her weapon real quick. Oh, he didn't even use skirt. I should go make 2 condensed real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna go make 2 condensed real quick. Dose condensed resin. Resin. Okay. How many more weekly things do I need? So teapot stuff, furnishings, realm currency, ley line, original resin, boss defeated 10 times. I can do that later in the week. With no issue. Gives me the car right away, bro. In these 2 days, you know what they need to fix? I hope they come out with a way to like obtain more Foundry resin, because I, sadly enough, do not have. I think I've used all my Foundry resin. I was so early game. I, disclaimer, did not know what I was doing, and I actually pretty much just blew through my Foundry resin. And yep, that was my my struggle. There's a new trailer for Genshin? What? Increased dream solvents. I feel like I have too many dream solvents. Like, I wish I could trade my dream solvents for like some like resin, you know? That would be pretty cool too. There is a new Genshin trailer.
Like
Hold on.
Shadow. It's always there.
Is
it will
there?
never perish.
There's a new cinematic for Woola. Oh, wait, guys. There's like an 8-minute Genshin trailer. Hold on. Time out. We've got to watch this. I don't even know what it's about. Shade of Principle revealed? Bro, what? Hold on. Sorry, guys. We're taking a quick detour. We're taking a quick detour to YouTube. Hold that thought. We are going to... we are going to start this up here. Just that thought.
Where do we come from?
This up
And where
so we
are
can
we
hear.
going?
Go ahead and we're going to start this up here. Just dismiss this. Go ahead. Let's bring that back. Let's do this. That abyss element, bro. Yeah, they've kind of like hinted at it in so many ways. It's kind of interesting. Bring that back. All right. Let me know if you guys are ready for this. We are going to give this a watch. Hopefully you guys can hear. All right. Let me know if you guys are ready for this. I didn't realize you guys are probably hearing an echo. I have something probably. Hold on. Apparently, I have my live stream. I have the live stream unmuted here. Oh, okay. Yeah, 8 minutes is definitely a long time. All right. I will swim so hard for Daneslip. Alrighty, guys. Let's go ahead and give this thing a watch here. Let us do this. We're going to go ahead and give this a look-sees here. Let's see. They want to make 100 mil drop day. Bro, but actually, they would shatter. They would make so much money if they dropped him as a character. Like, it's kind of wild. The anticipation. But isn't he the one narrating? I think he's like the narrator. So I feel like he's not going to be in until literally last. He might be one of the last characters we get. I'm assuming. It's like, that's what it feels like, at least. But already. So this is called, this is Teva's chapter interlude teaser, The God's Limits. They just dropped this, right? This was just like, how recent was this? Today? Yeah, these comments are like 17 minutes ago. So this is probably like 15 minutes ago. Jeez Louise. All right, let's give this a watch here. Let me volume this good.
Even time itself.
49. Oh wow. Yo, sorry guys, I might pause a bit. I love the artwork here. This is actually really cool. I love like the hand sketch portrait looking drawings they have in this. It's kind of cool.
This world has always been so. Life abides no reason, for none are born by their own consent. Death abides no reason, for it cannot be defied, even by those who see it coming. Time abides no reason, for it deprives us all equally, yet brooks not a second to be reclaimed. Space abides no reason.
Oh.
The ruler of space stopped the golden-haired twin travelers and mercilessly tore them apart.
What is going on, bro? Bro, Genshin has. Have you guys realized Genshin has taken in like a interesting turn? Like, I think this is probably the most like tension, kind of like the darkest I've seen Genshin with the Skork quest, right? The Skork quest of the way her family like was taken out, so like just cruel, man. It was cruel. They just took them all, and like this seems like, oh, I feel it like in the music and like the narrative. I was like, oh my gosh, wow, this is wild.
The beer.
Honkai? Wait, is this like, this looks like Honkai to the credit cards of 100 you can have for watercolor trade. We're at the peak now, so it makes sense to become dark. I guess so. I guess we're finally going to get into like more of the like what is going on with like Teyvat, because I think there is probably something we've learned like very, very wrong with Teyvat. Like it's definitely this bubble world that is like, it's like a type, they've compared it to like an arc where it's like housing people to like make it appear something that is not. Like outside of that is probably like complete chaos. But dude, this looks like a Honkai Impact character. Like straight Honkai Impact, I feel like looking at this character.
No. This looks more like Rhine-daughter's doing. Please don't litter other people's spaces with your bizarre creations.
Who is this?
Unsurprisingly, all life here has been rendered unstable, tainted by the ruler of space.
Who
I
is
have
that?
seen enough to know that repeating this experiment would be fruitless.
You seem to wield my
Ryan
power
daughter?
as if it were nothing but a plaything for your amusement.
Oh,
Although merging with you has stripped me of agency, I shall still continue to voice my disapproval. My dear Rhine-daughter.
You have my respect, Nibirius.
wow.
Your nagging is one of the only things that can get under my skin.
And you, Istaroth? Why did you bestow history upon them?
Istaroth.
I had to find some way to pass the time, did I not? After all, it's clear that Asmodee is not here.
Asmodee.
Well, perhaps you could share your input a little earlier next time. But you're right. There's no trace of Asmodee here.
The space?
Where has she gone? Anyway, it's time I put this space out of its misery.
What is going on? Bro, the hype is so real. So many more questions are entering my mind right now.
These meetings are just a formality. Does it really matter that only 3 of us are here?
I, for one, think that we should find her. Since the Heavenly Principles cast us as shades, not one of us has ever missed a meeting.
What if she just switched sides? Finding her would do more harm than good.
Now there's an interesting idea. Better than being devoured.
Just switched sides? You make it sound like such a trivial affair. We are shades, shadows of the Heavenly Principles. It's unthinkable. Unless she loves her new master more than her own self.
What?
Renova, do you know that you're being watched?
By whom? Whose gaze could pierce this far?
Yo, I like their eyes. Their eyes are so unique. Like, she has like the star eyes. The one has like the 2 different colored eyes. Dude, like, this is so dope. Could you imagine if they're playable? Oh my goodness. They couldn't be. They'd be OP. Like, if these characters are playable, this is nuts. This would be absolutely busted. The twins are their kids. Bro, I don't even know what to think. I'm gonna have to like scour some lore videos or something, because this is wild. This is such a 100% crazy lore drop for Genshin to drop. And this trailer looks so good. Like, the animation is so good. Oh my goodness.
I
Wait,
remember those eyes.
Piero's watching
It was
them?
just before I placed the curse of immortality.
Piero?
Ah, yes. He's an old acquaintance of mine. I'm sure that working for the Tsaritsas helped him let go of his past obsessions.
The Cryo Archon. With her paltry powers, she dares set her gaze on the Heavenly Principles.
The Heavenly Principles have yet to awaken. If I were her, I wouldn't pass on that opportunity either.
My dear Rhine daughter, you know I cannot allow you to think that way.
It was purely hypothetical, Nibirius.
Bruh.
For lack of a direct order, I'll
Ugh.
say it's time we intervened.
Intervene?
Of course,
All things
to
come
the
an
extent
end.
permitted by the rules.
Itself.
Oh no. Wait, so the shades are gonna start intervening and oh my goodness, yikes. It's also wild to me that Piero's able to gaze into what they're doing. Bro, they have like so much explaining to do. How strong is Piero? Like, where does Piero fall in the scale of power that he's able to just gaze and look into what they're doing? That's wild. I wonder, is it possible that like Piero has, I don't even know what to even theorize. Bro, yes, if we thought Stygian Onslaught was hard, with the introduction of them, is the difficulty bump could be crazy. Because if they release these characters as characters in the game, they're going to be insanely strong. They are going to be crazily strong. But dude, this looks so good. Like, it looks, oh my goodness. This looks so good.
The gaze of the gods has always been considered a blessing. Hence
Not cry,
the origin and
I think.
meaning of visions. People have always yearned for the gaze of the gods. And yet, it is said that when mortals look directly upon the gods, they invite their wrath and retribution.
JP. I'll have to
And
give a
what
JP a
of
watch
it?
too.
Lives will be lost, a nation brought to ruins. So be it. It is nothing I have not endured before. I already know the price of gazing upon the gods. So tell me, what is the price of killing a god? The god stays silent, as if the thought had never once crossed his mind. To all those who dare not look up to the heavens, Her Majesty the Tsaritsa says this. Behold. Even the gods have their limits.
Bro.
Inspection over. Return to your posts.
Make sure the Frostmoon Scions don't pose a threat.
Per the Pale Star Edict, we are to retrieve the damselette from Nod Cry, whatever it takes.
Wait. Is that Columbina? Wait, hold on. Columbina is in... We are supposed to retrieve... Is that Columbina? That's definitely Columbina. Am I... So retrieve the damselette. Is she like held up in Nodcry or something? Maybe that's where she's been. That's interesting. There, so, huh. Bro, I feel like the game is about to get like so real really fast. Oh wow. What did I just watch? I was not expecting this. Columbina trapped on Epstein Island. Hey yo. No. Oh jeez. That is a wild. Yikes. Wow. That was good. I thank you so much for sharing that. I'd have probably like not seen that until I like went to bed. I'd be like, oh wait, there's a new trailer, guys. Like, look, surprise. Jeez, no, wow. I have so many. I want to watch somebody's lore videos about that. Like, that's going to be wild. Yes, the JP version. We do have to give the JP version a watch too. Let me. So you posted it in the Discord. Let me see if I can pull it up
The
here.
abyss is like the
In
world's shadow.
The general media.
It's always there.
Yo.
Never perish.
Yo, Sean, thank you so much for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Hope all is well. Appreciate the follow. All right, we're gonna go ahead and watch the JP version. We're just gonna watch it all the way through. I'm not gonna pause. We're just gonna go straight through for the late JP version. I'm gonna go straight on through. Bro, yes, Genshin anime would go so wild if it like. It's kind of wild to me they have not released it yet because, man, like they could have bolstered their brand by bigger than what it is, and their brand is already, they're like the top gacha game I think that there is right now. So them dropping an anime with that art style, my goodness, you would pull in like a whole other audience of people maybe that like would want to play the game that maybe haven't heard of it but see the anime. They're like, yo, the anime looks like this, I wonder what the game looks like. But all right, let's go ahead and check out the JP version real quick as well. Volume is still good. Boy, I'm definitely gonna need closed captions for this. I am also probably gonna hide the horizontal chat real quick so you guys can see this. What to do in Genshin. So right now we are actually watching one of the trailers they've just dropped, which is really, really, really interesting if you're a Genshin enjoyer, enthusiast of the lore, and just the game itself, because there's a lot of like characters that we're seeing for the first time actually represented with like a drawn character. So I think that's really, really cool. But Genshin is a gacha game, open world. You can kind of think like open world in the way of like Breath of the Wild, but more like fantasy style, like elemental reactions and swapping between 4 characters to do different elemental reactions. We'll see it here in a second. I'll actually swap over, but for me right now, I'm going to watch this, then hop back into the game, and yeah. But thank you so much for hopping in, man, and joining us here.
This 世界はずっと変わらない。生に理屈などありません。自分の意志で生まれてきた人はいないのだから。死も同じ。誰も死の気配に逆らえはしない。時も同じ。奪われた時間は1秒たりとも取り戻すことはできない。空も例外ではありません。空とは空の姿勢は金の双子の行く手を阻み、残酷にも二人を出した。
Yeah, that it's like so dark, man. It is. This is like the darkest I think I've ever seen Genshin. Who is she? Wait, she was the one that we saw. I know I wasn't gonna say anything. But I paused it. I'm sorry, guys. Is she the one we saw? Or is she not one of the shades? She's okay. So she's Renova. Okay, this is Renova. Okay. She is the shade of death. This is Renova. I'm trying to start to put the faces to the names here. Okay.
いや、こんなことをするのはレインドットだな。人の空間で変なものを作らないでくれないか。
So, since Rhine-Daughter consumed Nibarius, is she now like a shade, basically? So she replaced. I'm trying to understand that. So because she's here in this meeting, right? So this is Rhine-Daughter. So she has become a shade by consuming Nibarius. Interesting. Okay, so I'm like kind of analyzing this as we're going through this. So she has become a shade now. She's life.
予想通りだ。皆空の失勢の気配に染まって不安定になる。発展の見込みがないから観測はここでおしまい。あなたにとって私の力は好奇心を満たすためのおもちゃでしかないのね。
And this is Nibarius.
取り込まれた身ではあるけど、今も耳元で文句を言うぐらいはできるのよ。
Interesting.
レインドット。私は君を尊重してるよ。君の愚痴は私の心を動かす数少ない一因だ。
イスタロと。
So
なぜあの者たちに
there's
歴史を
only
与
3
えた。
shades left. So the space,
アスモダイはここ
the
に
shade
いな
of
いみたいだ
space,
し、
from what we understand, is no
無
longer
意味な
there.
時間を
But they have time,
制
life,
す
and
方
death.
法を考えただけ。
Asmodee,
今度から
the shade of space is
そ
not
ういう
there.
ことはもっと早く言って。でもアスモダイは一体どこに。
So who's the fifth one?
いいか、この空間の死を宣告するよ。
4人揃わないと定例会議を開けないなんて決まりはないでしょ。
やはりアスモダイを探すべきだと思う。天理の影として生み出されて以来、会議に顔を出さないなんて前代未聞だ。
もし裏切っただけなら見つけ出してもしょうがないんじゃない？
斬新な推測だ。飲まれたじゃないのか？
裏切っただけ。
Sorry.
軽はずみな発言は慎んでほしい。私たちは影、つまり天理の投影。裏切るなんて論外だ。例外は自身よりも新たな主を愛した時。
ロノバ、誰かに見られている気がしない。
This is Genshin Impact.
ここで感じられる視線となると。
Wait, sorry, I missed that. Her fingertips are getting. Is that for? Oh wait, are we looking at Daughter? Yeah, dude, this is Genshin Impact. So they just dropped a trailer. For like some of the. Yeah, I know. So apparently these are the shades, bro. So these are the shades. We finally have like literal characters for the shades to know who they are. Dude, like, oh my goodness, this just is so cool. I love the eyes that we see here. I'm legitimately gonna have to actually just like take a clip of this out of the stream and just post a YouTube video reaction of this because this is wild. Renova. Oh, can we pull for them? Are they? No, they're not playable. But this is the first time I think we're actually seeing what they look like. And they seem OP. Like they literally seem extremely OP because they can literally just turn worlds upside down. So like I don't even know if they are going to be playable, and if they are, then rest in peace what we know or knew of Genshin Impact, because the power scaling is going to get insane if they release. Like there's gonna be insane power creep when the shades release. There has to be. They're in Infinity, so yeah, they're like breaking the game once they release, if they release.
ロノバ、誰かに見られている気がしない。
ここで感じられる
Shades of Archons. I'm trying to understand. Somebody's gonna have to explain this to me too. How is Piero able to gaze? So he's like the top. He's the formulator, the creator of the Harbingers, or he's like the like above the rank one. He is the one. Okay, I guess. I don't know how to best say that, but he is like the man, the originator of the Harbingers. He's Conrian, from what we know. Is this like a power? Like he built different something, man. Like something happened to this man in Conria. Something crazy, because when he releases, like he is gonna be insanely powerful. He is it has to be, because she talks about he's the one that she remembers his eyes in particular. That's so interesting. So there is something that Piero is like. I don't know. When Piero releases, the game is going to be broken, bro. Like I don't even know. This is wild. Like he has the Conrian eyes, but like there's probably something more. There's something more to Piero. We don't really have much Piero lore either. He banished a shade or something like that. Yeah, because there's supposed to be 5 shades, right? So in this meeting, we have death, we have life, we have time. Space, Asmodee is not there. So who's the 5th shade? Who is shade number 5? And where are they at? Because they don't even mention. Because they said the 5 of us, and they didn't even mention the other shade that is supposed to be there that isn't. Gotta be Soul. Is that the last shade that they didn't mention? Because I honestly have no idea. What are the 5 shades in Genshin? Hold on. Gotta do a quick search here. Life, death, time was there. Reason. Okay, void. Okay, void. Void and reason. So I'm guessing void has got to be Asmodee and reason. Oh, who is reason then? Wisdom? What? The primordial one, which is Asmodee, right? Asmodee. The primordial one is the 5th shade, or the unifying one that governs the others. Oh, okay. So from what they're saying in the lore, apparently Phanes is the original creator. The original descender? Is that? The one who descended from an unknown realm and shaped to that. So Phanes, whoever Phanes is. So is Phanes the heavenly principles then? Is that like Santa Reason, the primordial one would be, or is the heavenly principles like an entirely different entity altogether? Maybe I'm gonna have to like do a deep Genshin lore dive here one of these days and try to figure some of this stuff out. I've heard Phanes before. I've heard that name. I don't know from who in Genshin, but I feel like somebody has mentioned Phanes. I don't know. Anyway. Maybe Alice? I don't know.
私も奴とは旧知の仲だ。スネージナヤの助行に仕えて少しは執念を手放せただろう。
氷の魔人か。
The Cryo Archon.
あれ式の力で
Paltry powers.
天理を直視しようなどと。
天理は未だ目覚めない。このチャンスは逃したくないと思うだろうね。
Yeah, Issaroth looks pretty dope. Wait!
レインドット?
Hold on. I want to go back to this scene. Those are stairs. I thought, okay, never mind. I thought for a moment they were like words on the stairs. So, okay, so there's 4. Okay, Asmodee is the missing one. So then, yeah, from what they're saying, the primordial one, Phanes, is the 5th, I guess would be considered the 5th shade, I guess. But the heavenly principles are asleep? I don't know.
レインドット? そういう考えは私が許さない。知ってるでしょ? あくまで仮説だよ、ナベリウス。
Alice could be a pseudonym.
命令
I
こ
see
そ
what
受
you're
けて
saying.
いないけど、そろそろ介入しないと。
She has been the reason. That's true. She has been kind of orchestrating some stuff. Bruh.
神の眼差しはある種の恩寵とされてきた。神の目はその最たる例だろう。
That's true. Yeah, Ryan Daughter does know Alice. Yeah.
渇望するが、その逆は神は直視されると怒り、人に罰を下すという話もある。
Honestly, I feel like Ryan Daughter being a shade now is kind of like, I feel like it throws a severe wrench in everything for them. Like low key, because she is connected to like like for instance Alice, the Hexen Circle, you know, like she has so many ties to Tevat, and so it's kind of interesting that she is a shade now because she consumed the berry. It's like I don't know what role she's gonna play, but I feel like I don't know. That is an interesting just thing to even be her to be there, considering the way she's like tied to Tevat. I don't know. That's interesting. The fifth shade is rebirth, reincarnation, but I feel like rebirth would be tied into life, which would be it would have to be Ryan Daughter who consumed Naberius. I thought Naberius was actually a dude. I didn't realize Naberius was a girl because of the name. I assumed that like, oh, it'd be. Yes, yeah, they did. They dropped that. They literally dropped it at the end of the quest. They're like, yeah, and by the way, she consumed Naberius. It was just like, bro, what is Void confirmed? I thought that Asmodee would be Void. No, isn't? It's because she's like space time, which should be or is space, which should be Void. I think Asmodee technically is Void. So like they said the primordial one would be considered the fifth shade, or I think, or like is the one that holds them all together. I don't know.
それがどうした？命が消え、国が滅ぶまでのこと。どうでもよい。とうの昔に経験したことだ。
I like his voice actor. Oh, unnamed sustainer. Gotcha.
神を殺した代償は、神は沈黙した。そのことについては考えたことがなかったらしい。天を恐れてうつむく者に女皇陛下は告げた。それが神の限界だと。
視察は終わりだ。各自持ち場に戻れ。
蒼月のこの動きに気をつけて。
創世の聖直に従い、何としても7くらいで少女を連れ戻します。
So they have to retrieve Columbina, I guess. I guess she's like held up in Nodcry right now. I'm guessing that's what this is about. Man, I am gonna be waiting for people to drop some lore analysis of this because, like, man, there is a lot there. There's just like so much. There is so much information that we have gotten from this. I'm just like, well, what do we do with all this information we've just gotten? Literally, just like they just dropped it on us, and there's going to be some time before we even do anything with it, right? Because technically Nodcry, we're not going to see Nodcry until like the anniversary, right? Because we still have to get through the rest of 5.7 and then 5.8. Nodcry is Genshin's peak for the yo. Oh no, not the oh no. I don't think I would ever have seen Genshin Impact and Diddy compared in a sentence ever. That's actually wild. Oh wow. That's crazy. That is crazy work. Never have I ever thought I'd see Genshin and Diddy in the same sentence. Ever.
Where do we
Like,
come from?
never.
And where are we going?
Wow. No, that was a really good trailer. I'm pretty sure the internet's going to be going crazy once everybody watches that. Darkness and... Oh gosh. My brother, are you okay? Are you okay? Goodness gracious. That's a crazy comparison. Like that. Oh my goodness. Yikes. That's wild. But yes, Nod Cry after 5.8. So Nod Cry probably won't be until like September. So we've got like a long time. We have got quite a long time. Kave mail randomly. Okay, I'll take that. I was gonna pull for Emilie, and now I don't even know. I think I'm just gonna wait, guys. I was kind of like, yeah, I'll pull for Emilie, and now I don't even want to pull anymore. I'm just like, forget it. Let's just save. Let's save everything until Nod Cry, because apparently Nod Cry is gonna be crazy. I will be if they let me be in there for 7.5 minutes before they rescue her. Hey, yo. That's wild. That is... He's gone unhinged. We've lost him. Chat, we have literally lost him. He's gone and he's not coming back. Oh my goodness. Is that 7 point? Is that 7.6? Oh, my camera might die soon. I might need to change the battery. Yeah, I don't even know. Like, after seeing a trailer like that, I'm like, yo, I don't even... Do we pull for anybody anymore? Do we just wait? Because if they become playable, like, bruh, that's gonna be wild. Columbia. Oh my goodness. Somebody send help. Send... We have completely lost our brother Dylan. Where's Dane at? Yeah, we didn't see Dane in that trailer at all, which is kind of interesting. Dane was nowhere to be found in that trailer. The Twilight Sword himself. Interesting, interesting. Who's going next banner? So next banner, so the current banners we have right now, oh, I'm sorry, I can't bring them up. Oh man, I'm sorry. But the next banner, current banner we just got today is Mavwika and Emilie, currently. After that, we're going to get a new character in Nefa, which introduces a new reaction in 5.8. And she'll be paired with Mulani. And then after that, there's speculation will be Lolly and Chaska. And that will probably wrap up all of our Natlan characters in that for 2 map updates, and it makes me salty. They had him in this most recent Archon quest. If you've done the 5.7, they did give us some lore about him actually in this Archon quest, because we found out a bit about the fact that, I don't want to spoil it if you haven't done it. Like I would suggest, if you've not done it, to do the quest, because we do find out some pretty cool lore about Dane. Like for instance, how he maintains his looks while the captain kind of, even though he has immortality, his body is kind of like rotted away. Dane's doesn't. Dane also trained with somebody I didn't know he trained with. Yeah, so that was kind of a shock as well. He was there for 8 minutes, but we learned a lot, right? Like he was trained with Sertology, the ring that like keeps resetting his body. Like we did learn some stuff about him, which was kind of cool. I enjoyed that. I did enjoy that lore. I do want to finish this quest to get some more details about some stuff though, because I've not done this. An Aranara questline for Dane, please no. I like Dane, but I could not do another R&R quest line. That was so bad. I never want to do another R&R quest like ever again. That was the worst thing that they have introduced to Genshin. I don't know why they did it like that. It was so drawn out for no reason. At least it has to be voiced. If they're gonna do something like that, 4 hours of questline Dane focus. I mean, that could be fine. As long as it's not in the format of R&R, because R&R was yikes. I think I finished that like last year. The R&R quest, it's just so long. It's long, and I think for me, the one thing I didn't like was that it was not voiced. And so that was kind of like, if you're gonna have a quest that long and that significant, I feel like you have to at that point like voice it. You gotta give it voice lines. Because it becomes that much more of a tough thing to play through when it's like that. I feel like. I think it's kind of tough to navigate. Hang on, guys. Give me one moment. I'm going to change my battery before the cam dies. I'm going to put it on the Be Right Back scene, but I will still be here. Acorns. It was super lame. Yeah, it was definitely kind of like, it was just so repetitive, and like I feel like we didn't learn as much as we should have learned from it. Like the relevance of it was just like meh. I don't know. I could be wrong. Okay. Let me put this on the LA charger real quick. Set this back on the charger, and this should come back up here, hopefully. Hopefully. Also, guys, on a side note, I do want to say thank you guys so much. We just recently got over 100 subscribers. I think we're like 105, so that is really, really cool. Super thankful to be over that mark. And even on Twitch here, we are approaching we're at 91 followers. Like we are close, man, close to breaking 100 subs here. So we'll have to do something. We'll have to do some type of like I don't know, man, some type of a dedicated stream or something like that for that. But yeah, all right, we're back. Who collects grass and flowers for 4 hours? Badly scripted. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It was just so like, it felt like it should have been put together way better than what it was. Like, it just was not that great. Care to take a look around while I wait? Okay, here we are. We are in special training. Let's take a look around. Skork.
Skork is amazing. She faced down that terrifying giant and cut its head clean off.
Oh, she got hurt though, didn't she? I heard it was pretty bad.
Yeah, well, that's a given. But the moment she was on the mend, she got right back to practicing her sword work.
Ended up here 2 days in a row. Oh no, you're good, man. You're good. I'm just glad that you guys are hanging out here and we're having some good conversation. That's what makes this so fun. Is just like meeting awesome people like yourselves and just having like this fun, organic, natural conversation. You guys make me laugh, and like, dude, like watching things like that with you guys is so much more enjoyable than like me sitting here by myself and like, okay, yeah, cool. But like watching stuff like that with people who also enjoy Genshin Impact, it's just so cool. It's cool to me. So thank you guys for being here and hanging out.
I heard Master suffered a grave injury once.
Skork winning a fight over. Oh, thank you.
Still came back stronger than ever. Skork's becoming more like him by the day.
I concur. I think Skork definitely is stronger than Mawika. She literally trained with Sortology, one of the five sinners, right? So like, I would hope that she is stronger than like the regular rules of Teyvat. She's got Abyssal Master of her power, so she's got to be pretty strong.
Incredible. I wonder if I'll ever reach their level. They're always so resolute, so unshakable.
Which is wild because in Dainsleif, right? Dainsleif's trained with Sortology. So that means that like Dainsleif should also be very strong as well. Bro, like when he drops in the game, it's gonna be just a wild time. She's killed the shade. Bro, maybe. It's possible. Or I mean, that's what I'm wondering, right? The shades at some point are gonna have to be concerned because they can look around to see what's going on. Like the Five Sinners, like what is their plot? What's their ploy? The Abyss, what is going on with all of that as well? The Fatui, like what are they planning? Because they're gonna have to bring some serious power to this fight to go against the Shades, and the Heavenly Principles apparently are like above them. So I like they're gonna need all the help they can get. And then some. Like
pathetic. You're not even trying. You're so much weaker than you think.
Skork, have you become a positive light in this world?
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire?
it's gonna be
Bodies were left
yeah.
on the scorched earth.
Saritsa's gonna be a tough fight because of the Harbingers. Like her plus the Harbingers are gonna be very difficult if we fight them. I'm wondering if we are gonna get to the point where the Harbingers aren't necessarily gonna be like bad, because we saw like the captain, right? The captain like is the most noble of the Harbingers. He's number one. And they all have the reasons for doing what they do. And they're not necessarily bad, right? I think some of them definitely gave us that bad vibe. Like when Venti got, I don't even know. Venti, I feel like still that's a weird situation here, but the Gnosis got taken. Zhongli willingly gave his Gnosis, which is like, oh, and Zhongli is one of the stronger Archons. So I'm like, yeah, I feel like Zhongli could have like easily took him out if he wanted to. So I don't know. I feel like there's more to them than we even truly understand.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
Bro, who is this?
So many questions. I just want to jump in a spaceship, explore the whole universe, and get answers from the stars. I just need to wait till I'm
Like
grown
Abyss
up.
style, but for the Harbingers. Yo, that would be pretty dope to get to fight each Harbinger. I wonder if we're gonna get replacement for certain ones, right? Technically, Wander's no longer Harbinger. So, like, do we get a replacement 6, or is there just going to be 11 now? Because, like, technically, he's been rewritten, so he's no longer Scaramouche. You know what I mean? So, is there a new 6? Like, so many questions.
Now, you must bid farewell to who you were in the past and become someone stronger.
Run, Skork, run!
Man, Skork is having some terrible dreams right now. Oh.
Let's see. Going around telling people you're from somewhere beyond the stars
Oh,
won't do
Alice
well.
and Skork?
How about saying you hail from beneath the earth instead?
So, I'm doing the story quest for Skork right now. And there's a lore in here that we're learning about her. So she's kind of like, this is, I guess, her backstory we're learning about. Apparently, she met Alice. I did not know that. Apparently, she must have met Alice when she was like young Skork too. So yeah, dude, Sonny, what you're saying, dude, Alice has got like her hands in like she's met like everybody. Like she's I don't know. There's more to Alice than definitely meets the eye here.
As the Conrian saying goes, venturing out into the universe and down into
Conrian
the abyss are the
saying
same
goes.
in that both are braving the dark unknown.
Well, she's from the Hexen Circle. Is Alice Connery? Or no? Probably not. No. She's from the Hexen Circle.
Well, I'm a visitor on this planet, so I'll follow the rules.
Ah, splendid. That saves me quite a bit of trouble. Let me offer you a piece of advice in return, although it might not be what you want to hear. I know the pursuit of strength is important to you, but taking a moment for yourself every once in a while is never a bad idea. Ignore her existence for too long, and there will come a day when you can no longer hear her voice.
Whoa. Interesting. I wonder who this is in reference to.
starving, right? Ta-da! A barbecue feast?
On the bright side, they can't make anything as bad as Dream Quest and R&R and Subaru. Yeah, I think we are all uphill. Definitely, I agree. We are like on the trend. Like peak Genshin is coming. Like there's gonna be such a resurgence, I think, of Genshin really solidifying itself as I think like the top game of its genre. Wuthering Waves has been doing so good, but I think Genshin has like the longevity of people playing it, and I think that people do want to know what's going to happen in the story. The storytelling in Genshin, I think, is really good, and so I want to know what happens, and like the art style, the storytelling of the characters we haven't met, we're finally getting to meet. Like it's just, I think it's going to call a lot of people back into the game that maybe have stepped away. So.
If you're around someone long enough, it's bound to happen. Plus, Skork can cook. So, Paimon decided she can forget the whole Ice Queen thing.
Hey, yo.
Paimon's not one to hold a grudge.
Here's an idea. Let's save the chit-chat until after the meal.
Skork said stop. Respectfully, stop. There are moments where I wish in Genshin there was like a skip button.
Okay, it's Paimon's turn to sleep now.
I have good news. First, your training is complete. You have what it takes to wield immense power. Now it's just a matter of putting it into practice. Second, I've located the culprit we've been searching for. Next, we just need to retrieve the missing part of your soul, and our business will be concluded. When Ajax trained with me, he once told me he was bursting with questions.
The new Paimon just sounds bad.
3 of them before he left.
Pay Rachel whatever she wants. It's interesting. I think the original Paimon, she stirred up like a lot of strife within, I think, the community, which I think is one big reason why they had to part ways with her. This is all from what I'm hearing. The new Paimon does sound different. I like the fact that it's not as harsh and piercing. I miss the Paimon we had in like the 1.x storytelling. I don't know why they made her like have such a piercing voice, but I will say I think that the first Paimon we had gave more emotion to the character of Paimon, where this one, like, she does have like a bit of airiness to her voice. Like it's almost like she's too soft spoken, and so it like lacks some emotion there is what I get. So I hope that she grows into the role and can like show us more emotion, maybe. I don't know, because I do miss that like the passionate side of Paimon, like the fiery Paimon we had at some moments.
You and I might never meet again, traveler. So if there's anything you want to ask me, now's your opportunity. Just like Ajax.
Second Paimon is Yo, there was a girl who did like a audition video. I don't even know if they looked at it, but I saw like she like put out a YouTube video about like if I could audition for Paimon, this is what it would be. And she actually sounded pretty good. I was kind of saddened that they didn't use that voice instead. Like that girl's voice is pretty good, I thought, for Paimon. But so, I don't know who this new Paimon is. Like I said, it's not terrible, but it definitely lacks emotion, and like it's almost like a bit too soft. I don't know. Hopefully they'll refine it as time goes. I hope. There are so many questions, but the most important one is, are you really from Tibet? Oh.
Okay, not the angle I was expecting. What makes you ask that?
Yo, you got my weekend, dude. Congrats, man. That is awesome. I knew we were kind of like sweating over that. Like, oh gosh, what are we gonna do? But dude, that is awesome. Congrats. But Wire Junior, I think I saw your news. Oh, wow.
I knew that was a possible side effect. Closed off my mind to you.
Was his children in Paw Patrol? Return to Wait, does she actually voice children in Paw Patrol? Is that for real? Is she a child's voice actor? Oh wow, that's interesting if so. Do we even know the name? Do we have a name for her? Or are they gonna keep them more like private maybe?
Even with the dream mirroring, you should have seen nothing but endless darkness. Whatever. Must have been a flaw in my execution. I shouldn't be too surprised. Due to some recent circumstances.
But that's what it sounds. She does kind of sound like a she kind of reminds me of maybe like a Barney, not Barney, like a Disney character. She kind of reminds me of like a Disney, Disney like animated character, I'd say. Like Mickey or like Daisy. Daisy, honestly, from from Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Since you've seen what you've seen, there's no reason to hide the truth. All I ask is that you keep it a secret. No, I'm not from Teyvat. I'm from a different planet. And there was a time when I journeyed through the stars. A lot like you in some ways.
Oh. She's also descended?
No.
Oh.
We're different in that respect. You're influencing the fate of this world. But me, I'm just passing through.
Oh, okay.
Several hundred years ago, my master, Sertologi, opened the border between worlds and sent me here.
Oh, okay.
But this is not my home. And one day, I'll return to the vast unknown of space. So, there you have it. On to your second question.
Interesting. Skork has alien... Yeah, she's basically an alien confirmed. What is her goal in coming here?
To become stronger.
She is an alien. She's not from here.
For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But
really?
First, I need to understand the source of his strength.
Whoa, so is Skork trying to like out-power scale her master? Wait, so she's trying to out-strengthen Sertologi? What?
To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path he once walked. And somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him.
So she can't defeat Sertologi. Makes sense. Why would she? She could seek out Dane, right? Dane surely could help her, but I guess she wouldn't do that.
Okay. You have one question remaining.
Skork's goal is to defeat the Foul. I can hear how serious that is. But given I look at she, what are you saying? So I doubt she wants to talk about it.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skork and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing.
Well, your last question?
Oh yeah, he asked about child.
Ajax, his situation is different than yours. Before you ever crossed paths with me, you'd already encountered many formidable people, studied their techniques, and developed your own skill set. So during your training, all I had to do was build upon that foundation. But Ajax was so young when he came to me. A complete blank canvas.
Oh, okay.
Children can't help but imitate their role models. In the long run, that would only hinder his growth.
Oh.
Once Ajax has enough strength in his own right, I will allow us to meet again. Until then, let that motivate him to reach his full potential.
Will we get a leveled up Child? Maybe. We haven't heard anything about Child. Remember early Genshin days when Child was on like every other banner, guys? We literally, like, we turn around, next banner, like, oh, Child's rerunning again. We have not seen Child in a hot minute. I wonder if we'll get like an enhanced version of Child or something later down the line. Into Stygian Onslaught. So I did get through difficulty 5. I didn't even attempt Dire because I'm like, there's no way. Because I barely, when I say barely, I barely got through difficulty 5. I could have tweaked some teams probably better. I probably could tweak teams better. I'd say in Dire though, if I get Emilie and level her up, I'll try it again. I think I could probably maybe do 2 out of the 3. There's no way I'm doing with Tulpa though. Tulpa I think is too hard for me to do. I don't think I can do Tulpa because I barely beat Tulpa on difficulty 5. Your book. Yeah, like it is tough. I have I think I'm just now, honestly, and I've been playing the game since launch. I think I'm in a place now where like I feel like I do have like 3 decent teams, but like I still have artifacts to refine. Like I still have so much stuff I need to do to like really get my characters over the hump. Like I some of them are missing like better weapons, and the ratios are off with the critical damage. So I'd say my Skork team feels really strong. My Kniech team honestly feels really strong as well. I want to add Emilie to that team. I think it would push him over like the hump for sure, for sure.
Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the... Wake up your companion. It's time to go. Oh, and everything I just told you. Best keep it a secret from her as well.
Oh. Yo, not Paimon sucking her thumb. That's... Oh my goodness, that's funny. Paimon is out.
Time to go. Oh, finally.
Guys, this is the question here. What am I at right now? My history. 5. I'm literally at 5. And barely got 3 teams. Dude, it's hard. And like the starting check to that is definitely like theater. Theater I think will be a good gauge. I think if you can clear theater with like that, you probably will do okay in Stygian, because you should have enough characters like somewhat in the realm of build, even though theater isn't really like that. It's a character check. I think theater can definitely be a character check for the elements when they present them, because there are certain ways when I try to do theater, I'm like, okay, I see this boss, this is probably the character I want to save for that boss. That's kind of how I think about theater when I run it. So Stygian kind of similar, but you want to come out swinging with like your absolute best like at the beginning, and you need like all 4 to function really well. Where with theater you can get away with like a level 70 or something like that weirdly built character. But yeah, Stygian is like you gotta be fully locked in. Kniech, Kole, Xiangling, Bennett, best Kniech team. I've been using Pyro Traveler and I've been liking it. The problem is, if I replace anybody in my Kniech team with Emilie, I don't even know who to do that for, because like right now this is who I use. Like, would I replace... I would probably replace Bennett, because I'd put Emilie here. And I could run Emilie on, like, the burning set for damage. I don't know. Drop Eonson for more fire. But Eonson does also help with the Night Soul. Like, that's the other thing about it. Night Soul damage as well. That's what I'm like, But I could drop Eonson for Emilie, maybe? And I could do that. I could drop Eonson, possibly. Because I mean, more Pyro is going to be good, ultimately, for Kniech. Yeah, I don't know. Oh my goodness, my watch is, like, not coming up here. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I'm so torn. I really do want to pull for Emilie, but I'm like, gosh, like I'm
Where are we headed?
Just follow me. I'll open an abyssal
I'm
rift close to the
hesitant.
culprit's location.
I'm very hesitant to
Take
do
us
that.
to where he's hiding.
Yo, also, LF, I'm sorry. I missed your message. The Wuthering Waves gameplay I needed. Bro, I have not done my Woo weekly stuff yet, so I do need to do that. EFAS, hello. Welcome in, man. Welcome, welcome. Hope all is well. Where do we go from here? We go over to the chasm. I haven't been to the chasm in a hot minute, so is a welcomed change there. So we have to like climb. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, maybe I don't do that. Codex on Kanich. So on Kanich, I'm using his signature weapon. I am using his signature Fang of the Mountain King. Yes, Obsidian Codex. Yes. Sorry, yeah, Codex set on him. I feel like I need to get higher crit damage. Like, I need better set pieces for him. His Dendra Goblet isn't bad. Pretty decent. What game is that? This is Genshin Impact we are playing currently. I mean, like, his flower could be a lot better. It's just because it's like a more balanced crit damage, so I did that. But I would love to get better stats. I mean, I could, right? I could technically... Oh, no, I can't. Never mind. What am I saying? Razel, hello. Welcome in. What's going on, guys? But I digress.
All things come to an end. Even time itself.
Kanich still stands as one of my favorite characters in the game, so I do want to get him eventually like C2. C1 instead of Emilie, as I thought Nihida was enough, but I don't know now. He's a driver. Anywhere in Iceland? Oh. True. My goodness. Wow. Oh, lower. Off-field Cole or Emilie, Bennett, and Shang Ling. What do I just do? Yeah, I might be tempted to try to go for Emilie. I guess if I lose 50-50, then I'm set for Sitlali, right? Bernie, cut. Hey, dude.
This is near the chasm, right?
Yes. If we enter from here, we'll be able to reach that place from your dream.
Bernie, cut. Bernie.
You have some experience with abyssal domains by now, but still.
Malvika hates me on her first banner. I lost 50-50 on 90 and
proceed with caution.
And nothing. This time she came at 90. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry that you had to pull that much for her.
Expert at hiding behind other people for safety.
That's crazy.
Oh, but that means you need to stay safe, traveler.
All right. Remember your training. Time to put it to use.
All right, let's see. Let's get it. Into the domain we go. Oh, we legit only have Skork here. What?
Go! Wipe out!
This is wild that we have.
Bombs away!
They gave us Hydro Traveler That's so sad.
What are you two doing here?
Travel use bubble blast. Bro, but for real.
Like an abandoned house. Let's press on.
Super ineffective. Yeah. Hydra Traveler is like the worst traveler we could have gotten here. I was hoping to retain my Pyro Traveler, but that did not happen. I don't know why they gave us like a Hydro. I wonder what Cryo Traveler is gonna be.
Did we make it to his hiding place? Ugh, this fog is making it impossible to see anything.
This should be the place where you were attacked. The missing part of your soul should be nearby. Our opponent must have covered his tracks.
Oh.
Hold on! Look! The spikes are back!
I've been good luck on got Neva Clarin and Saged on 0. Oh wow. Hydro and Dendro character are the good travel. Yeah, yep, Pyro and Dendro. C0 level 20. Oh
too
gosh.
reckless. We might be playing right into his hands. Our enemy took part of your soul for a reason. It's likely he integrated it into his attack somehow.
Ow. Man, this is wild.
From the start, the attacks have been focused on me. Trying to break through my defenses? I see.
Oh. Hey, Traveler coming in clutch with wielding all the elements. Let's go. Oh.
There. I got it back.
That was it. Dodge a water laser.
What happened? It looked like Skork just got...
In the Guili Plains, you asked me why this enemy chose you as his target. Now, the answer is clear. It's not just the fact that your strength is impressive. It's also because of your ability to, as you put it, purify abyssal power. Whatever that actually means. The fact is, that ability allowed him to do something that should have been completely impossible. Namely, break through my defenses and steal my power. No. He couldn't have known I'd come to his domain. He only stole your soul fragment because he knew the value of its power. I doubt he expected it to come in handy.
Gave him that power boost, right? Oh gosh. Restored his soul.
Call it fate if you want. I believe that's the term they use in this world for arbitrary coincidences like this. In any case, it works to our advantage. Once I realized what he was using that power for, I'll cope. Well, done gorging? Good. Time to answer some questions. How did you get the power of the all-devouring narwhal?
Oh.
The all-devouring narwhal? Oh, of course! Paimon knew that spike thing looked familiar. It looks just like that narwhal's horn!
I highly doubt you acquired that power through your own strength. Tell me I'm wrong. You're desperate enough to scour the land for god remains and whatever vestiges of power you can find. That alone proves you wouldn't be able to defeat a creature like that. Which leaves one possibility. You know my master, the Foul, Sortologi.
Oh.
The Foul? Who dares call him Foul?
This is like a Broly said, Kakarot!
What's wrong? Bit off more power than you can chew? You're struggling to hold a basic conversation.
Kakarot! Kakarot.
A little longer. I'm still...
Look! It's back!
Steve with Joe on Blue's Clues, unforgivable. Hey,
Those
yo.
obsessed with power will let it devour them before abandoning their pursuit. Keep calm and use reason to decide the best course of action. Wise decision. Final victory doesn't always come after a single battle. You've got your soul fragment back, so we both got what we came for. Let the enemy draw breath while he can. It won't be for long. Get us out of here, traveler. You'll need to lead the way this time.
Skork, is your shoulder gonna be okay?
The wound is minor. It'll heal in no time. You should focus on getting out of here alive instead.
Uh-oh! Falling spikes! Run!
Bro, this like stamina and not being able to dash is crazy. Oh no. Oh gosh.
Watch out! Looks like this place is about to collapse! So, this guy's power has something to do with the all-devouring narwhal. Did you know that all along, Skork?
I had my suspicions. That's why I decided to investigate in the first place. But suspicion...
Alright, we got out. Interesting, okay. I was about to say, I thought the quest was gonna end here, but I guess not. I gotta go to bed, guys. Oh man.
I no longer sense his presence. Weaklings like him will find that my power is not so easily controlled. He won't be leaving that place until he's managed to digest it. You seem surprised. I suppose that's fair. You've seen but a fraction of what that whale is capable of. That gaping maw could swallow a planet whole. It's called the all-devouring narwhal for a reason. Devouring is what it does best. It can extract power from anything, dead or alive, as long as it manages to make physical contact.
Yeah. When we had our run-in with that thing, Neuvillette mentioned that it has an instinct to devour.
Your dragon friend recognized the nature of its abilities and used the power of Hydro to protect you. That worked because it was in a satiated state, so it was somewhat less aggressive than usual. It's a different story when it has no more power to feed off of. That's when its true voracious nature kicks in. It could devour everything on the planet in that state, which is why I cast it into that void space. But I hadn't counted on there being anyone left on this planet capable of wielding its power. To me, that says he must have encountered the whale a long time ago. Meaning, he must have known my master. Exactly. It told me everything I needed to know. And I believe that brings our transaction to an end. Now that you're whole again, you can get back to your own journey. I'll handle the rest of this situation myself.
No way! We can't leave now. Something was stolen from you because of us. We have to help you get it back.
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become...
But what if that monster finds you before you're all better? Plus, how are you gonna get home? It's not like you can just go swoosh and open a door. So, sticking with us for the time being doesn't sound so bad, does it?
Fair enough. Then take this.
What is it?
A bag of Mora. Nothing in this world is free. I'll leave the planning to you. Hurry up and decide where to go. We shouldn't linger.
A bag of Mora. Interesting.
We should take Skork somewhere she can rest. But where?
Boo Boo Pharmacy. Boo Boo Pharmacy. Let's go see Dr. Baiju. Dr. Baiju. The man, the myth, the legend himself. Okay. Sedated Nara was already above Arca level threat. Yeah, bro, that is wild. The way they said that, they're like, hey, he was in a sedated state. It's like, bro, what? Neuvillette was barely able to handle him in that state. Like, there's no way Neuvillette could have handled him in the enraged state. Like, that would have been a wild. Fontaine would have been doomed. All of, honestly, Tevat would have been doomed. That was... I have not. No, not yet.
Huh. This bag from Skork has a... Does she have a job or something? Wait, no. After what we saw at Wamin Restaurant, that seems impossible. Can you imagine? It would go something like... I'll be collecting my paycheck now, boss. Oh, sure thing. Wait, who are you? Can't hold a job if you make everyone forget about you. So, what did she do to get all this Mora?
She's like right there.
Claimed some buried treasure, took care of a few monsters that were causing trouble. Nothing untoward. It's safe to use.
Hey, yo.
You heard all that?
A sonorous voice like yours is hard to miss. I wouldn't be surprised if the sound of it traveled to the nearest mountaintop.
Dory is interesting. What?
Then, did you by chance happen to hear Paimon?
You mean when you called me Frosty the Lavender Melon?
No, sorry. Paimon totally misspoke just now. She didn't say that at all. Okay, fine. The truth is, Paimon didn't like you all that much at the start, but things are...
I noticed there was only one bed. Go ahead and get some rest.
Wait, what about you?
I don't get tired, and I don't need rest. I'm going to practice my sword work. That should help me regain
The girl said,
strength.
I don't sleep.
But your shoulder... Hey, don't just leave. Whatever. Let her tire herself out. She'll come back eventually. Let's get some sleep, traveler. That comfy bed is calling, Paimon.
Bro, Paimon sleeping all the time and not doing anything is crazy.
Quiet.
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth?
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. Run, Skork. Run. Only death awaits us here.
She's like forever
And don't ever look
gets
back.
tired of yapping too much.
Getting an night's sleep is the best. That bed was so comfy. Wait, Skork? Have you been sitting out here the whole night?
Bruh.
The bed's all yours if you want it.
About 60%. Maybe 70.
Whew! Paimon thought it would take a...
No. Not fast enough. That's 20% less than last time. Same training regimen, same intensity. Nothing felt different. But somehow, now. I think the problem's with me. I need to meditate for the next 2 days. Deep in...
Ooh, sounds intense.
Thanks. See you in 2 days.
Huh. 2 days? Your girl said I need to meditate for 2 days? Wow. This is an interesting quest.
Skork is still meditating, huh? It's been 2 days already. Shouldn't she be a... Paimon can't think of anything we can do to help. Be right back.
Oh. What is that strange creature? It's like a little Sealy almost. Kinda like a Sealy. Interesting.
That's right. This is Skork's inner world.
It's like a euthymia, kind of like Raiden.
The threshold between the soul and dreams. This isn't your first time here, but what you remember is probably a space covered in darkness. I only managed to illuminate a small portion for you back then. Actually, it's my first time talking to someone like this. I only managed to break free and bring you here because the injury weakened her power. I guess that's why I can speak again, too.
Child holding back the narwhal for so long is kind of insane, to be honest. Like, he always lost his fights. That is true. Yeah, I didn't even think about that yet. Child fighting the narwhal for that long is quite a character growth for him. So I'm interested to know, like, will we see like a leveled up child at some point, right? Like maybe.
Fate, if you want. Now, before I take you to her, I gotta ask. You're the first outside visitor to ever come here, so... Oh, you noticed. This river represents Skork's strength. Strength accumulates over time. It is the summation of a person's lived experience. So this river is where all the fragments of Skork's life... But, as you can see, this river has been severed numerous times. It's because Skork doesn't like who she was in the past.
Oh, wow.
And all she sees reflected in the river is a disgraceful shadow of who she was. She cuts through water and rock with the sword of reason, severs her connection with the past, and begins anew.
You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the...
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power.
The answer to one mystery invites another question, I see.
Huh.
Let's follow the river upstream. There among the cliffs.
Like I did. Yeah, I do hope they do that for him. Or like even some of the OG Mondstadt characters, like a Kaya. A level up Kaya would be really cool to see like a 5-star version of him. I'd be all in for that. So is this like Skork's inner child self or something like that?
I've always thought that, even when falling leaves don't come from the same tree, like meteors, you both made a journey through the stars, both travelers who have landed on a planet that is not your home. Yet, when she first noticed
Oh, so she saw us here?
although she hesitated for a moment, she still chose to walk
Wait,
away.
so Skork has been watching us this entire time.
Seems like you've answered your own question. Skork sees herself as a trespasser in this world. She's made a... Let's keep...
Yep, we did watch new Genshin trailer. It was really, really good. I am hyped for what we have in store for the rest of Genshin Impact, man. It's gonna be good. Like, seeing all of the, at least 3 of the shades is really cool, and seeing more Piero was good too.
You now have what it takes to wield immense power. From this day forth,
For the shades, man, the shades look so good.
no one can become a worthy warrior through imitation alone. I have given you fangs and claws. Now, you must learn to hunt.
You wish me to travel the world beyond on my own, Master?
Indeed. Make new friends. Embark on your own journey. We will still have contact through the abyss. But know this. One day, I will take the life you worked so hard to rebuild and reduce it to ashes.
Sertology is crazy. What? So he trained her only to, like, legit destroy her in the end?
Why would you do that?
I have told you before. Fear is the catalyst for human evolution. You have tasted loss. You have known fear so deep it can be felt in the bones.
Yo, Conrians are crazy. Like, this is wild.
But as living beings, we all have an instinct to detach from that which harms us. Yet now, I have bestowed upon you the gift of fear eternal. It will drown you in the nightmare of your childhood, or it shall drive you to defeat me, whatever the cost.
So that's why she wants to defeat Sertology. Oh, wow. Bro. Statue in the city of Zuma. Oh. Interesting. I'll have to go back and look at that.
Is what Skork's master, the foul Sertology, looked like at one point in time.
At one point in time.
Of course, as a higher being, physical form is a triviality to him.
Oh.
He could appear as a beast, a human, or even a monster that defies description. The form you see him in here, clad in abyssal armor, is the one he usually wears when traveling through the stars.
For certain reasons, I need to bridge the
Yo, Shine. Yeah, dude, we watched it. That Genshin trailer was so good. Like, I am hyped for Genshin.
To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path he once walked.
I'll let you in on a little secret. The real Sertology is terrifying.
The real
The
Sertology.
scope of his power is impossible to understand until you experience it firsthand. It is absolute. The power to crush all things.
Oh my goodness. The power to... So, and that's just one of the 5 sinners. It's interesting, right? Because there's 5 shades and 5 sinners. Like, almost like the 5 sinners want to replace the 5 shades. Bruh. This story, when it culminates, is going to be one of the best stories, I think, of gaming history. I honestly believe that. I feel like it's not a bold claim. I feel like Genshin's story has the potential to be a crazy, crazy story.
We've made it quite a ways already. This is Skork, when she first began training under Sertologi.
I have set your broken wrist. Tomorrow, you're to train twice as hard.
Bruh.
No tears this time. Good. Attempting to garner sympathy through tears is a habit of the weak.
Can I ask a question, Master? I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died.
I saved you because I have a plan for you. It has been too long since I fought a battle that demanded my full strength, and I hunger for it. Every so-called genius and prodigy I have faced has crumbled like sand underfoot. Before me, even fate bends the knee.
Is Sertologi that strong? What?
So, I will teach you everything I know. Train you by whatever means necessary, in the hope that one day, you might surprise me.
Imagine being so
I
strong
don't want to draw my sword against you,
that you
Master.
have to train somebody to literally be one that gives you a good fight. That sounds like some Dragon Ball Z type stuff right there. That legit sounds like some Dragon Ball stuff.
What you want matters little. Among the boundless sea of stars, the cries of the weak are but faint murmurs that disappear into the void.
Yes, Master.
From that day forward, all she knew was after some time, her talent bloomed, and she gained control
Or copying the
over
shades,
her
at least the
emotions,
weapons skins
like
as
her master. How should I
to sinners
put
that
it?
transcend. Yeah, this from what Sertologi's description is, if he is like that strong, like what?
It was not that human emotion disappeared from her heart, but
Tried to hide his ulterior motive.
we're nearly there. I almost don't want to reach the end. Well, shall we?
Man, I've got to get to bed soon. Hopefully we're close to the end of this quest, or I might have to like pick this back up later.
These are Skork's happiest memories. What a simple and carefree time it was. Wisps of clouds dotted the sky. The sun bathed everything in golden light. And when song filled the air, not even the shyest of flowers.
Paimon. That looks like it kind of a little bit like Paimon, a little bit.
This is Skork's homeland.
Like slightly the
She
hair.
was so curious about everything as a child. Always skipping school to go exploring instead. There was so much to discover. The treasures at the bottom of the sea. The secrets
Oh, I thought you were looking at the hair. I was like, I could kind of see that.
and that merchant
Is Paimon one of the shade? Is
wearing those strange clothes. Yes,
Paimon the primordial one? Question mark.
beginning of the end.
Hey yo.
It was a spaceship. When it arrived, the people that disembarked wore smiles on their faces and spoke of friendship. They claimed to be merchants from a neighboring planet, looking to establish trade. Skork's parents, her relatives, her neighbors, everyone welcomed the newcomers with open arms. And
Is a
allowed them to
primordial a
explore
glutton?
no one
Right.
had any idea of what was to come.
Right.
Several months later,
The fake sky with the power of divine throne, and that was just a one-time use. True. Yeah, she did that like once.
campaign to destroy everything,
Primordially yapping.
everyone on the planet. Skork had skipped school that day, like so many times before, so she was not caught in the immediate wave of destruction. Countless people cried out to her for help. People she knew and loved. Friends and relatives. The little girl who lived their lives were discarded like worthless trash. as the fire consumed one life after another. Skork was helpless. If Sertology hadn't been there in that moment, the fire would have claimed her life too. And there, because she and her people were seen as a threat.
As a threat? What?
As the initial merchant ship explored the planet, they discovered that it hadn't always had the condition to support life. Yet there was evidence of human activity, even during the periods of extreme heat or cold in the past.
Bro, I didn't even think about that. What if she like became Paimon? So wait, Asmodee would have like decided to like go against the Shades and become Paimon, and like that's wild if that's true. Yeah, because they did make the mention, and it was interesting. The ruler of space and time, Istaroth, was the one that also said she switched sides. She loves her new master more than her own self. Like that. That's interesting. I don't know. It's definitely a theory to throw out there, man.
Further,
Anything is possible.
that over time, the people of this planet had evolved the ability to adapt to any type of environment.
Paimon getting fed, bro. She's like, I'm tired of being a shade. Somebody feed me and let me just live.
For that reason, the outsiders viewed them as a potential threat and decided to eliminate them before the threat could rear its head. And so,
yeah, like that is a faction that's pretty interesting too, right? You have the Shades that are pretty powerful. The Five Sinners apparently are really powerful. The Hexenzirkel, right? The fact they have Rhine-Daughter. Rhine-Daughter is such a weird question mark to me, right? Rhine-Daughter is like now a Shade because of the Barris, but also Hexenzirkel? Like, that's a weird dynamic. She belongs to like two factions, kind of, sort of. But then the Hexenzirkel, Alice seems to be like this luminous, like carefree, but yeah, probably very powerful figure as well. Yeah, there's a lot. There's so many things.
Threat because of a gift they didn't even know they had. Perhaps it was their own innocence and kindness that doomed. If those with power get to decide good and evil, then all you can trust in is the sword in your hand. No one wants to relive their most painful moments. Skork is waiting over there. For both of us.
She said, I did know that she vaguely met Alice in the story quest it showed here, but I don't know if there's anything deeper.
Let's go to her. It's time to fulfill.
She would have a friend. She needs a friend. Oh, on her voice line. Oh, I'll take a look at it here in a little bit.
So all this, just so you could bring him here.
I have things to say to you. Well, to me.
Oh, so is this a younger Skork to older Skork?
I want someone to witness our reconciliation, even if it takes an argument to get there.
Oh.
And her suppressed emotional self.
Oh, suppressed emotional self.
Herself she keeps locked in the recesses of her mind, stifled by reason. All those rejected impulses, those discarded aspects of your past selves.
Bro.
They are a part of me now. I am who you used to be. Someone you have refused to face for too long. So, I came to face you instead.
You're wrong. I've faced you all along. And that's exactly why I keep you locked here. Your existence makes me weak. Moments of joy and longing are when we are most vulnerable. Don't forget, it was a penchant for goodness over reason that doomed our homeland in the first place. The vastness of the universe renders everything insignificant. Our feelings most of all.
Even so, learning from the mistakes of the past doesn't have to mean erasing everything. Strip yourself of your so-called weaknesses. Emotions like kindness and empathy. And what makes you any different from the ruthless soldiers who slaughtered our people?
The difference is that I'm doing what is right, what is necessary. I allow you to exist, but with limited freedom. That is the greatest kindness I can offer.
Bruh.
I have shouldered everything you couldn't carry. I rose above the numbness and emptiness, and it was cold, unfeeling reason that brought me this far. It made me who I am. It made me strong.
That is the problem. I want to shoulder those things together. On the grand scale of the entire universe, maybe our feelings are vanishingly small, but why should that mean they don't matter? Emotion gives warmth to the cold expanse of space. It gives them... Think back to those nights of gazing at the stars. Those afternoons of exploring the unknown. Think back and let them grant you peace.
Bro Skillet, hello.
Brief respite
Welcome
from the
in.
pressure you put on yourself.
That isn't what we need.
Oh.
Exactly what we need. Aren't you curious about why recovering your strength has taken longer than normal this time?
Finally, you get to the important part. That is the only answer I came here to find.
Then look around. Look at your inner world.
It's severed, bro. You've cut your strength in like different parts.
You cast aside your dreams and curiosity, and in doing so, you lost your original motivation.
Yep.
You severed all connection to who you used to be, so you can no longer draw strength from your past. Now, the only things driving you forward are fear and survivor's guilt. But these cannot take you far enough.
And you think that means I should seek help from a weak little thing like you?
Traveler speaks.
Thank you for saying that. I knew bringing you here would be the right choice. To be honest, I'm not here to argue with you. This isn't about who's right or wrong. And in fact, I agree that in order to make it through the wake of that tragedy, we had to distance ourselves from the pain through reason over emotion. But what is right at one point in time isn't always right forever. I know you will never forget that fire, and I know that among the voices that haunt you, mine is there too. Because deep down, all those unfulfilled hopes are like knives to the heart. And I don't want you to hurt anymore. So even if you can't... I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that...
Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but...
Bro, she is such a tragic story. It is like... wild.
I'm sick of being a kid. There's...
I remember. There was a song Mom and Dad always sang when we went out to fetch water. Dancing water. The sand along your path is begging for your song and movement. I am not the dancing water, and you are not the burdensome sand. But if this is your wish, then I will
Piero
carry
like
you with
Capitan.
me until the
Bro,
end.
yeah, nah, I don't think they will. Piero seems to have too much animosity against the Shades, bro. Like, just in that trailer we watched, he has some serious, like, wanting to get back at them. Oh, they reconciled.
Thank you.
I should be thanking you.
So... him and Capitano and, Twilight Sword Dainslift, man. Those three guys...
Run, Skork, run! Remember, leave no one alive!
Heed my words, Skork. Let fear take root in your soul.
Did you survive? Why was it only you?
Skork, did you become a positive light in this world?
doesn't have to be the end. Life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
The inner conflict of Skork, man, that's tough. But I guess now she can, like, be fully who she is, carrying all the emotions. But that's actually wild, how this is written, because I just recently did a, like, an emotional help group with a friend, and dude, it's like some of the stuff that is said there kind of like applies in the story. It's kind of wild. This is some like real life stuff, actually.
So, you saw my memories then. I once asked my master if survival of the strongest was the law of the universe.
Yeah, splash art, unless something changes it. Yeah, hopefully he does, like, because he's been a big driving factor in the story for sure.
He said no. But in a world without order, those with no moral boundaries tend to be the ones who survive. That's why, after hearing his answer, an idea came to mind. An idea that, one day, I would create a new world order. One in which there would never be another tragedy like that fire. But that means I must defeat him. Because my master, Surtology, is, at the core, a defier of all rules and order.
Yes.
Yes. And not just because of the gap in our abilities. Although his decision to train me was not made out of kindness, he did everything a master should. He saved my life, taught me the I know. And it's not something I want. But Master never goes back. He's no longer into that. But he sends me messages through the abyss every now and then. Most of them are simple greetings, or an answer to one of my questions. Every time I hear from him, my heart skips a beat. And I wonder if this is the moment where he'll finally appear before me and tear down everything I've built to pieces. Maybe that means I do live in eternal fear, just like he said. Yes, I respect him. I don't know what Master has planned, but I have to be ready. Help me? Why? This isn't your fight.
Oh, because if we want to build the world we both want to see, everyone has to be willing to fight for it. Yo. That's a W moment right there. Is there anything like here left? I guess leave? Not really. I'm trying to kind of move on here. Get to the end of this quest.
Oh, you're finally awake! Honestly, Paimon was gone for like 2 seconds and then she comes back and finds you're both okay.
What does it look like? Only water from the source can cleanse the rot and filth that flows from the
Oh, she doesn't have
past
our
into
dark
the
clothing
future.
anymore. Oh.
I taught you to incorporate the experiences from your journey into how you fight. I suppose what happened today will become an inseparable part
A
of who
foot
I
the
am.
dull blade dro. Yes, that would be insane.
Okay, so, but whatever. Paimon brought back tons of delicious...
Dull blade traveler for the win.
All right, it's about...
We're gonna deal with this thief for good, right?
This time, I'm not going to tell you to hold back. But having digested even more power in the meantime, the good news is, we have no reason to pull our punches this time.
Alright, so this should be the wrap up of this quest. Alright, so let's go ahead and try to finish this off here. I think coming from the bottom was easier. See if I can do this and then call it a night here. Oh, your voice sensing. I'm going to take a look at a couple of them here. Let us see. Skork's voice lines. Oh, the character archive of the character. Let's see. Her existence is like an unproven rumor, sometimes past the stroke of midnight. There's details about her. The abyss. It's like the world's shadow. Isn't there? Meditation. When it rains. Good afternoon. About the power of the abyss. Master taught me how to wield the power of the abyss and from surviving common research. Channel the power, make it move the Hamilton it's about. Huh. About Dainsliff. Okay, hold on. At one time, he was Master's rival. What? At another, they were best friends. I had hoped he might give me some more information on Master, but the moment he recognized my settler, he got very agitated and demanded to know Master's whereabouts. I don't want to deal with him. Hopefully, I don't run to him. Interesting. Wow. So she just straight up avoids Dainsliff. It's interesting they haven't crossed paths more often, though. Dory is interesting that she's in here. The shrewd merchant. She's one of Alice's. She's one of Alice's friends. Oh, since I need more to get by and tame that. Oh. I just need enough to get my extra. Okay. So that's interesting. The almighty Dory, man. Dory is goated, apparently. Goated Dory, okay. Nouvellette. Lost power is always reclaimed in the end in some shape or form, but where will this power lead? To a trial to revenge? It's a question that strikes the heart of his quest to find the meaning of his existence. Praise answer. Interesting. More soon she will scam the shades, bro. Imagine Dory doing deals with the shades, bro. I spent my time traveling in the abyss. Those will deserve my attention on the outside. Worst part.
The worst part about training for
not like I
long
can play the
periods
voice
is managing
lines.
the physical pain and fatigue. You can use abyssal power to help ease muscle strain, but that's physically draining too. So I learned a few stretching exercises instead. They're surprisingly effective.
Huh.
If you find yourself having the same issues, I can teach them to you.
Interesting. I met a bard once. Oh, Venti?
I met a bard once when I was exploring Mondstadt. He taught me how to play music, then dragged me to the tavern to drink with him. I quickly adapted to the feeling of inebriation and felt completely fine, even as we drank more over the next few days.
That sounds like Venti.
That bard, though.
Literally
At some
Venti.
point,
Has
I
to
noticed he
be.
passed out cold in his chair. So I ended up having to pay his bill.
Has to be Venti. She tried to read poetry once. Favorite food? Least favorite food? Oh, we get more about Sertology, about Alice, about Tartaglia, Nicole. More about... Oh, gotcha. Let's see if I can finish the quest real quick. Hoping the quest is done fairly soon. I'm needing to get to bed here. I have to go to work in the next, like, 5 hours. Less than 5 hours. I'm getting, like, no sleep tonight. I am getting no sleep tonight, apparently. This is about the end. Okay, good. Oh my goodness. Let's enter back into the domain. See if we can finish this out here.
The fog is gone! Wait, isn't that the form the all-devouring narwhal changed into? How come he knows that, too? Really? So, You're telling Paimon that giant whale and this guy can both
Bruh.
turn into the fowl?
It's a subconscious instinct. Any intelligent being who longs for his level of strength is bound to mimic his appearance. To them, he represents ultimate power. We know the person before us has encountered Master, and we know he stole.
Okay. Oh, the close-up Paimon look. Nervalette isn't here this time, so it's up to us. He won't have the nerve to steal again after we're done with him. Let's teach this guy a lesson.
Oh, true. Thank you, Primos. Gotcha.
Haven't forgotten your training, I hope.
Confused.
Paradigm shift.
Ow.
Fearless. Into the void. Fearless. Never star goes out.
That should be done.
Water jet!
Fearless. Paradigm shift.
Ugh.
Haven't had enough of my power.
If only the bubble did that.
Well then, let's see how much more of this power you can handle.
Oh, it'll be so good. Yeah, Hydra main character is so bad. They destroyed him. They got him. Alright, well. W for them. Who is this guy?
Well, have you come to your senses?
You saw that my body was at its limit. So, such power, such keen battle instincts. So you must be.
Skork, Sertologi's disciple.
How long has it been? How long has he been away from Tevat?
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds?
He was a Conrad, whoever this guy is.
Sorry. It's a lot to take in.
Skofninger?
I should introduce myself. I am Skofninger, a friend of your master.
A friend?
And one of his followers. This is the first time I've heard your name, Skork. But hundreds of years ago, I knew you existed. And I knew you would come here.
Hundreds of years ago?
Hundreds of years is crazy.
Sounds like you and Master have quite the history. Care to tell us about it?
Of course. Might as well take advantage of a clear head. I was born into a noble family in Conria. As the eldest son, I was set to inherit our title. But I contracted an incurable illness as a child. I trained the sword harder than anyone else, defeated all of my peers. But it was all in vain. When other people looked at me, all over time my heart hardened. We were similar in age, but different in background. He was born in prison, the son of criminals who had been sentenced to death. He spent his childhood wandering the streets, facing
So Sertology had a rough upbringing too.
in the literary works in the Universitas Magistrorum. Yet, he always wore a smile on his face, as if kindness and malice were one and the same, and he could not see the difference. I still remember what he said to me when we first met. You need to fight to survive, even if it's a losing battle.
That does sound like something he would say.
He was the first to acknowledge that I was worth something, and he inspired me to keep going. When we sparred together, it was the first time I'd actually felt the thrill of combat. When I was 10, he stole forbidden research materials and managed to cure my illness. It was like there was nothing in this world he couldn't accomplish. But somewhere along the way, I fell behind. My talents were nothing compared to his. And at some point, I realized he had pulled so far ahead. I was too embarrassed to even ask him to spar. After his grand endeavor was successful, he sought me out and said to me,
"This planet no longer holds anything of interest to me, so I'm leaving. But first, I have an offer. I can use a power I have just refined to break the curse of immortality for you."
Bro, what? He found out how to break the curse of him? Oh my goodness. What in the world? Who is Sertology? Who's probably like one of the strongest of the five, I guess.
Your death was once what we worked so hard to prevent. But the immortality you now face is a different kind of pain altogether.
I'll pass. Immortality doesn't sound so bad to me. Since I can't die, it means I have an infinite amount of time to get stronger. Maybe I'll finally catch up to you.
So did he get rid of his immortality as well? I wonder.
Are you sure? I cannot say when I will return. Your body, or rather, your soul, might not be able to withstand this curse.
All I can do is try.
Wise indeed. Nevertheless, if you grow weary of the pain of immortality and wish to experience a good sparring match before you wither away, seek out my disciple.
Disciple?
Nor I, but Vedifenir said I was destined to find a disciple out there in the universe and bring her to Tibet.
Oh, Vedifenir. The Visionary, Dane's older brother. Oh my goodness, the names are starting to make sense now.
You know as well as I, Vedifenir's prophecies are never wrong.
Well, now
all Vedifenir said was that one day, the stars shall bow in her honor.
Sounds pretty impressive.
Of course. Only the most outstanding people would have the right to become my disciple.
Still self-assured as ever, I see.
I'll be leading them. Oh, and if you were serious
Drink
about
some
getting stronger,
water.
drink
some water. Drink some water. Drink some
get to make their own choices.
Thank you for the hydrate, man. Appreciate it. So he left the narwhal in the sea for him? Bro, this is wild.
Waiting for me in the primordial sea was the all-devouring narwhal, already beaten into submission by
Yeah, the Abyss siblings should be like
in its weakened
broken.
state. I was able to cut off part of its flesh and sew it into my own heart.
What?
Your heart? That sounds like torture.
Because, of course, I bear the curse of immortality.
So, you used the curse to turn yourself into a vessel for power. Even with that whale's ability, devouring power like that is not something the human body can withstand. With your body and soul, but that is not the path to strength. You have to pour your heart into it, work for it, dream of it.
You're right. I should have known better, but I had already pushed myself. I miss your master. I miss the days when we were all together, troublemakers without a home. I don't regret the choice I made.
After the beating we just gave you?
Sertologi's disciple. That's a lot to live up to. It can't have been an easy experience. I know what he's like. He rules with an iron fist, using despair and fear to force you to catch up to him. All the while, standing ever out of reach.
Bruh.
We're like mountain climbers in the dark, never knowing how much higher we have to climb, or when we will see the sun again.
True. But I made up my mind long ago. Besides, after hearing your story, I suspect what Master really wants is not a battle that demands his full strength, but rather a defeat without regrets.
Oh?
Since you're his friend, you must have some things in common. First time we came here, when you stabbed me through the fog and stole my power, I felt no emotion coming from that spike. But when you had to devote all your strength fighting me just now, I could feel joy and passion emanating from your blade. It was the joy of a researcher discovering the truth of the world. The joy of an artist uncovering a temple of wonders.
Interesting. I'm certain I didn't express those emotions. You're right. That battle brought me in
Exactly. I think Master also craves a battle like that. One where his opponent forces him to use all his strength, unlock the extent of his potential, and transcend his own
battle
limits.
to end all
Battle
battles.
to end all battles. After which, all can come to an end, including, perhaps, his life.
Yeah, since he has the ability to remove the curse, like, I guess he would do that.
For that very reason, good and evil are meaningless to him. He has one purpose, one goal: to complete himself. It's one of the secrets to his strength.
Perhaps you're right. What a battle that would be.
Are you okay?
Too many different kinds of power are surging through my body. I won't be able to hold on to my sanity for much longer. Sertologi once offered to free me from this curse. Now,
I can, but not through death, if that's what you are hoping for. It's not a suitable punishment for your crime. As an alternative, I can take your consciousness, along with all the power you've consumed, and smash it to pieces. The impurities will dissipate, and under the curse of immortality, your mind and body will regenerate. When that process is complete, you will be back to who you were before. No longer tortured by powers you can't control.
Bruh.
But it will be a time-consuming and painful process. The decision is yours to make.
I accept. I have faith that you'll be able to stand against if we are climbers in the dark. It appears that At least, it looks like you are not alone on your journey.
I will reach the top of this mountain, and you, Skofnungr, will be my witness at the end of all things.
That's finally over. Let's get out of here. Huh. At least we don't have to make a mad dash for the exit like last time.
Wow. That was a quite a very good quest. I did enjoy that. I did. As it is 3 a.m., I'm gonna try to get some sleep.
It's only been a few days, but it feels like forever. Once again, we've proved there's nothing we can't overcome. Wow, you sound even more confident than you. Today sure went by fast. It's night already. Oh wait, that reminds me.
Yes. The power Skofnungr stole has been returned.
Great! Huh. It's crazy that you even noticed their light was gone. There are so many stars in the...
I suppose it's because the false stars hanging in the meticulously planned sky, glittering with rotten light.
The false stars. Oh my goodness, here we go.
It's not real. And yet, it is for that very reason that I can look upon it and enjoy the momentary peace it brings. Even the most beautiful of bubbles has to burst. We will return to the real universe one day. Whether of our own
So pretty much it's becoming more and more like, yeah guys, we're in like a bubble world.
Time marches ever forward. Even the innocent and naive will taste life's bitterness. Yet through hardship, we grow until we learn to seize the sands of time for ourselves. Though we gaze upon a false sky, its vastness and majesty is palpable. One can only wonder, what is it going to take for kindness to reign supreme in the vast expanse of the universe?
This is all going over Paimon's head. Ever since we met, he has filled Paimon's days with happiness. If it's too big a job for one person, then we'll do it with 2. And if 2's still not enough, then 3. We've met so many amazing friends and accomplished...
I suppose when it comes to you, anything is possible. Well, I should be going. Now that my power is no longer isolated from my emotions, I need more practice to get used to
Right,
it.
and hello, welcome. Hope all's well.
I suppose fate will decide. Maybe we'll bump into each other on the street. Or maybe we'll reunite on a different planet entirely.
Different planet entirely is wild.
Regardless, reunions and partings are but passing moments. More than anything, I hope that at the end of this journey, wherever it takes us, we stand in a world reborn.
World reborn.
One without war, pain, or forced partings. One where new life can bloom, even where there was once nothing but scorched earth. For this, we must all work to become stronger.
Of course, Master.
If that's what you want to call me, I won't object. Goodbye.
There she goes. She gone.
Is it just Paimon, or is she being nicer than before? Hey, what do you think about camping here tonight? There's nothing quite like sleeping under the stars. Come tomorrow, we can continue our journey.
Wow. That was a really good quest. Like, honestly, I really enjoyed that quest. Wait. Look at that. Very cool. The lingering euphonia. We got the guitar. Another gadget we can use. The guitar that Skork made for Homeland. Well, guys, this story was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it, man. I really did. I hope we get a part 2. I hope we meet Skork again at some point. Definitely was a good story. Yes, we can take a look at those voice lines here real quick. Where are we at? Is there elemental skill? About Certology. I'm curious about Certology. Very people. Okay.
Very few people manage to earn themselves a name like the Foul and live up to it. I'm sure whoever gave him that name must have truly despised him. Master's certainly done his fair share of disgraceful things. And the fact that he's a former knight who turned his back on the chivalric code doesn't exactly make things any better.
Hmm.
And yet, plenty of people still choose to follow him. They're drawn to his strength, composure, and confidence. And the fact that he's candid with everyone, regardless of their background. He's not driven by emotion. He's on a mission to become a version of himself that is complete and perfected. That's why he's as powerful as he is. It's also why he's so dangerous.
Bruh. Oh, Alice, wait.
As the sustainer of the world's borders, she tolerates my presence.
Wait, she's the sustainer of the world's the sustainer of the world's borders. The sustainer of heavenly principle? Is she? Wait, is that just a play on?
As the sustainer of the world's borders, she tolerates my presence. But she did make me promise not to interfere too much with this world's affairs. That was fine by me, but I had to know the reason why. She said many ecologists find it emotionally overwhelming when they observe the animal kingdom and see the predators hunting and the prey fleeing. But they'll never interfere in the process. Instead, they allow the laws of nature to take precedence over their own emotions. In her own words, some call this being a callous observer, but I think it's merciful at the same time.
Yeah, Alice definitely has a lot. We're gonna find a lot about Alice for sure because that's wild.
I once saw the 3 moons of Tevat when I was passing through the false sky. 2 are utterly destroyed. Their lifeless remains drifting aimlessly through space. The one that remains intact shows no signs of life either, but its will has not faded completely. Maybe there's a chance that one day, a glimmer of truth will emerge in the false sky. A truth belonging to this world alone.
Who is Nicole?
I wonder if becoming human was an evolution or regression to her. How did it feel, witnessing the self-destruction of her species firsthand? I considered asking her these questions when we first met, but given her personality,
Yeah,
I
who is
thought better of it.
Nicole? I have no idea who
I think
Nicole
I'll
is.
just leave her alone to work on her sculptures.
Skork's hobbies. Protagonist. We could use a friendship. Okay. So I gotta get higher friendship level to do some of these. Friendship 4.
Where do we
Wow.
come from?
Well, guys,
And where are we going?
it is about that time. I'm probably gonna do my Emilie pulls not tonight. Oh, the Boar Princess. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I think we might try to do a couple pulls for Emilie. I'm probably not gonna do them tonight though. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna do them tonight. It's like 3 a.m. for me.
All things come to an end.
Like that. All things come to an end. Tonight's stream is to an end, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. We saw some pretty cool things. Got to see the 8-minute video that Genshin dropped. A lot of cool things shown in there. Got through Skork's quest, which also gave us some cool things I didn't know. So man, I am just like, I am storied up. I am question amplified with all things Genshin. Like I've got so many thoughts, so many questions. But hopefully I will catch you guys next time. If it's Wednesday for you guys, I'm hoping to stream again Wednesday night. Probably a little bit earlier than last time. We'll see. But anyway, thank you guys so much. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.